transition. Alright, do you need me to bring you up to speed as to what's happened so far, or are you good with just starting?
You could give me like a sentence summary.
Bowser is still trying to get back to his castle. Fawful has completely taken over Bowser's castle at this point, and that's about it. We're going around Bowser's insides, trying to collect all the different toads and find Princess Peach and stuff. And that's about it.
Yeah, see, that was good. Nice and short. Got it.
Okay. Dude, this game is 11 years old. Which I know makes sense considering I was looking up fucking 3DS stuff earlier today, but my god. Alright. Oh, you missed it as well. One of the fucking coolest boss fights in the game, which we'll be seeing more of, obviously, but Bowser got crushed by his own castle.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. There we go. There you go. He got crushed by his own castle, and because of that, Mario and Luigi had to revive him, essentially. They had to bring him back to life, but they did it too well, and Bowser turned into a giant kaiju.
Oh my god.
And so you had to fucking fist fight with your own castle. There we go. It was a good time. And that's how we ended off the stream last night. It was more or less perfect timing.
That's good.
There we go. Oh, and a level up. Perfect. Alright, I want more damage, please.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It's a boo.
Yeah! It's weird, because I feel like it should be a Lakitu. Right? Because
True,
the
but I love
Lakitus
boo.
normally have the, fishing pole and stuff, but the boo is very cute, yeah. Hello? Oh! The music seems a little slow.
You noted that before, too.
Yeah, it's because I'm starting to learn, because for legitimate copies of video games like this, there are obviously communities online that rate the ROMs and stuff like that, or sorry, the cartridges, and there we go. And for this particular ROM, this is the only one for Bowser's Inside Story that's good enough to play from start to finish. And this one is graded only at a C, which is astonishing because I feel like it's not that bad, but apparently it has slowdown and audio crunching and yada yada blah blah blah. So that's why I keep
Well, Mario
noting
is pretty questionable. Remember?
What do you mean?
Oh,
you mean his audio?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'll say that's a perfect example of what people are talking about when they rate these ROMs and stuff. Freaking, I've talked about the game before, but the one that baffles me that apparently has really good. Oh my god, how crunchy it is. Slow down. Oh, you know why? I'm running a security scan in the background.
Oh.
It should go back to being fine now that I'm not.
Well, at least
using up
the
my
sound isn't crunchy, you know. It just will slow
yeah, it's just
down.
slow. It's just slow down. But yeah, fucking Spectrobes. a game that I constantly talk about, but only played twice. Apparently, Spectrobes has really good has a really good ROM, and I'm like, I wonder why. I don't know. It's just kind of neat. So Saba, tell me about your day.
Well, I just woke up.
What do you mean
Then
just? Oh, right, because you had D&D.
Yeah, then I had D&D. Now I'm here.
You scared me because you were like, oh, I just woke up. It's like I didn't know that you were a do nothing.
No, I was assuming that I was just going from the start of my day. But yeah.
There you go.
Not
Well,
that
because
much.
when you say I just woke up.
Yeah, I was thinking of it in the context, well, first, I just woke up like normal.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Excuse me. Which reminds me, did you get your grade back yet for your rough draft?
Let me check again.
You said, don't talk with your mouth full, you animal.
The answer to your question is no.
Really? You did not get your grade back yet?
Nope.
That's quite strange. Maybe it's just because I turned mine in like a little bit earlier than yours. Because I got my grade back today.
Yeah, mine was whatchamacallit? I
I'm
turned
just
it on
gonna
the day it
keep
was due.
I'm just gonna keep dumping it into fucking power, my guy. Shit. Although I will say that she did that on my grade for like the comment. She was like, yeah, make sure you look at like the comments that I left behind for you. And so I think that she means that she like opened up my Word document and edited it through there, or added like the comments through that.
Oh.
Ooh,
One
I
other
almost
thing I
fucked
could
up
think
with a sunflower.
she would mean is like your past assignments,
Maybe.
but I feel like you already look at those.
I mean, I do.
Honestly, though, I was a bit sad that not many people, like after I like responded like to 2 other people, like not many people responded to like many others.
Well, because you didn't have to.
I know, which is disappointing. Because I mean, let's be honest, the papers that I did quote unquote review, I didn't read every line, but I
You gave like a little
skimmed
bit of
it and I
feedback,
gave
yeah.
which I think is nice, and I
Shit.
think people should do that.
Yuck. Oh. Oh no! What have I done? I'm just gonna burn you. I'll just hit you with the grate. There you go, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see now look, the fucking top and the bottom screen don't line up anymore.
It's just slightly off, though. It isn't horrible. Like, it was weird, because the palace perfectly lined up. From what I remember.
That's fine. Hello? Woo!
I love how the bottom screen moves as you're walking.
Yeah, it's stomp. It's stomp, stomp, stomp. It's like that's such a small detail that they didn't have to do, but it's really good. Oh my god. Where, like, this has been all flowers so far. Where the fuck are my beehives that I love so much? Oh! Who the fuck are you?
Crowned Laputa!
Well, I ate him. Whoever he is. Okay.
And now you're just fighting them at the same time? Wow, that's pretty...
Oh yeah, were
pretty
you not
interesting.
here? Were you not here for this?
Nope.
Oh yeah, we got Oh. Shit. Okay. I remember this guy's pattern now. Shit, I do not remember
Are you
his
sure?
pattern. Dude, it's fucking hard. it's been a hot minute, alright? Give me a minute.
I mean, if he's giving us coins half the time, are we sure we can't just prolong
no,
his
then he'll
death?
just leave.
And then we can suck him back in? Oh, never mind, he
Nah.
leaves.
Nah. But yeah, so Bowser has the ability now to vacuum stuff into him, and if it's an enemy that's small enough for Bowser to swallow, there you go.
Just swallows it.
Yeah, well, he swallows them, and then Mario and Luigi fight them. There you go.
Man, you know what
Oh,
I
they got
actually
plus
see you
0 'cause
play
they didn't get
after seeing this?
What?
Can you guess?
What game you want to play now that you
What game I want to see you play?
Oh, see me play?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, like, Paper Mario or something? Something that has, like, or, like, Guitar Hero? Something that has, like, timing, so that way I'm just fucking frazzled the whole time?
You're getting close.
Fucking
it's
guitar smith.
no, it's because of this game. Like what like the enemies you just faced reminded me of an enemy from another game.
Oh, not bad. I do not know what game might be.
Well, I definitely want to see you play Cuphead.
Fuck no, please. Actually, Cuphead would probably be easier because I would have like my actual controller.
Yeah, and plus I think
like,
it's somewhat easier solo too.
That is true. There you go. I think I own Cuphead. Needless to say, I lose track of the things I do and do not own because I have no self-control. But
really?
Well, yeah. Like there'll be times where I'm just like upset, and I'll just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'll buy a $50 game. Why not?
Oh my gosh.
Not that I'm rich or anything like that. It's just like I don't really spend money on anything. You know what?
Same to a certain
I can
degree.
probably kill him. Yeah, there you go. Got him. Save my middle finger some suffering. Oh, hello. Hey, guess what? Boom! Punch.
Just attacking these flowers.
Excuse you, they started.
Oh really? So they punched you first?
They existed first.
I see.
Which is enough reason for me to want them dead. Alright, now I'm gonna punch this guy. Okay. Is there nothing else I can do here? Look, there's even a big Bowser. What are you doing? There's even like a big Bowser thing here. I guess oh, this is just a big pipe. Okay, I guess I come back here later. Oh, Adrian brought this up yesterday. But from either side and from up and from down, Bowser has really good sprites. But from the side, he just kind of looks chubby.
A little bit, yeah.
He's a little chub.
It's a little chunky. Did you like the burp meme I sent you?
That was a very exquisite meme, yes.
Oh my gosh, I just saw that and I died.
Exquisite meme. There we go. There we go. Now we're back here. Wham.
Whammo. Oh my gosh, it's a baby otter. Baby otters are so cute.
Refresh me, please. -1, go! I don't know. Do you think he has anything that's worth buying? Or you're even more savage man than before?
This is the best deals you'll get anywhere.
Ooh, do I want more punch power? Or do I want more luck? Actually, I kind of want this armored. I kind of just want this armored shell. Not gonna lie. And NGL, you know. You know what? I don't need anything just quite yet. I'm not exactly taking too many hits, so I can just wallop people. Burn.
Man, chocolate's the best.
Chocolate is pretty good.
All forms of chocolate, melted chocolate, solidified chocolate, crumpled chocolate,
I mean, why would you say
chocolate.
Well, okay, you said solidified because you said melted first. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was just about to say, why wouldn't you just fucking say solid chocolate?
Well, because I was thinking like melted, and then you can reshape it into other things, and then like shaved chocolate, and then chocolate ice cream.
If you had, because I've talked to you before, I know what your answer is going to be, which is why I'm going to put a caveat on this. Oh, okay, there was a thing down here. What is the best candy, and you cannot say chocolate?
You mean like by itself?
More or less. It could be either like a specific candy or like a broad category of candy.
Okay, well, I like specific, like, candy bars. Like, obviously, you said not regular chocolate, but normally I would say
Nope.
I actually really like Hershey's. But
I
deviate
just
from
said
that
you
to
can't
more. I know.
say
I
chocolate.
I literally acknowledged you saying that. I would say under normal
I don't think you
circumstances.
ever pay attention.
Oh, of course, Zach. You know I hate you so much. I do enjoy Snickers. I do enjoy.
Did you see who we're fighting, by the way, or no?
Yeah, Team Chomp. What is a? I know Blitty's just like a. I don't get it.
It's a kitten that's made out of blocks. It's a Blitty. Why? What's so funny about that?
What's the point of the Blitty?
There was a guy that we met in the previous episode, the previous session, who's he's like a merchant and he has a pet dog who's like really strong. And if we get all 15 Blitties, he'll loan us his dog, and it's the best like power in the game for dealing just fuck tons of damage. So I want it.
Ooh. Okay. Anyway, back to the snack thing. Yeah, I like Snickers.
Oh, I killed him by tripping on him.
I like Twix. I think Recess is good up to a certain point.
Recess.
Recess. Reese's? Reese's.
It's Reese's. Like the name. Oh, dude, Power Band.
Yeah, I like Reese's. Like occasionally I'm like meh, but then sometimes I'm like I really want one.
Is better, Reese's or Reese's Pieces?
I don't think I've had Reese's Pieces.
The little like M&M.
No, I do know what they are. I just
no yeah, but you never had them.
I think the regular one maybe because I don't know just the texture of like the peanut butter is nice.
I am a big fan of candy that is in the M&M's form. You know, like it's really funny because for someone who likes M&M's as much as I do, because I really like M&M's, I don't actually eat them ever. Like I couldn't actually tell you what M&M's tasted like if you asked. Oh, I don't want to.
Tastes like Jack.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna. You ready? I'm gonna free them. Bam.
Okay.
Bam. Bam. That's how you free people, obviously. You just punch their cage.
Yeah, I mean, Bowser can do that.
I got Shy Guy Squad. This one might be the one that I'm thinking of that's really good. Yes, this is probably it, I think. Let's see.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Now, this is going to be very difficult to do with a mouse. Alright, motherfucker, let's go.
Throw them out of there.
What the fuck?
Ow. Heave. Ow. Heave. Ow. Heave. Ow.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I was literally doing the motion that they were showing on screen. That is apparently not what you have to do.
I think you're supposed to go with like when they heave ho.
I don't think they do a heave ho in.
Yeah, they say, eh.
No, but I think they're doing it in response to me succeeding. How was that? That was great.
Yeah.
Let me do a little bit more. I could probably get more out of this. Because I'm here to say that some of these Bowser boss fights will get really difficult if I can't get this one in particular to work. There you go. Alright. So the motion that they were showing was as if you were like winding up the ball. Oh, never mind. They have an image literally right here that explains what you're supposed to do. Because at first I was trying to like spin and wind up the ball, and I was like, oh, is that not what we're supposed to do? It's not.
Oh, I also like Kit Kat. Kit Kat's good.
You like Kit Kats?
Yeah, Kit Kat's like a basic thing.
They're so, like, dry to me, I guess.
I mean, it can be, but, like, you
Wait,
know,
look.
like a nice Kit Kat. Do you like Butterfinger?
Run. Shura. Anyway, sorry, what was your question?
As I was saying, do you like Butterfinger?
I do not like Butterfingers, no.
I also don't care for Butterfingers that much. This one feels more dry to me than Kit Kat, which is weird.
What's
Almond Joy's
what's the
okay.
most old person candy that you like?
Old person candy?
You've never heard of like an old person candy?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to. I love Heath bars.
That was literally the one I was just about to say. Like, how do you feel about Heath bars?
I love Heath bars. I mean, anything with toffee, and I think toffee is so undervalued. Like, toffee
I
is
think
so nice.
toffee is a sin against God.
Toffee's great.
Oh shit!
I'll fight
If I do that timing better, I can hit him after he lands. See if he does it
Are
again.
these chain chomps being controlled?
Yes.
By what? What is that guy?
He's just like a minion of Fawful.
Let's kill him. I don't like him taking my chain chomps.
You can tell that it's brainwashed by the fact that it has like swirly eye.
But it looks weird. It's like they attach, like, think
Yeah,
about
it like
They attach
burrowed a
something to its
hole
head?
into his head.
Ugh.
It's
Oh,
fucked up.
gosh.
Oh, I almost got the +3.
1, 2, 3.
I got a +5 last night. I was very happy. Alright, I should probably heal. If we're...
Okay, let's see. I said Twigs are good already. Yeah,
Stark
toffee,
it.
man.
Fully resourced.
I think Crunch is nice.
What do you mean?
Like, it's just it's
Like
decent.
Crunch Bar, or...?
Yeah, Crunch Bar.
Oh, okay. I like Crunch Bars. Crunch Bars are fine. If I had to choose, if I had like more options, I do not think I would pick a Crunch Bar. And
Yeah, it
that's
wouldn't be my
probably
first option.
that's probably mostly because of my associations with when I worked at AMC, because the Crunch Bars were always the ones that would get like really messy and melt really easily.
Hmm.
Which is kind of weird when you think about it, because I don't know why that candy in particular had such a problem with melting. But that's just, I don't know, I guess that's just a thing.
Oh, you know a candy that I hate?
What?
Frick. I just need to remember the name.
I hate Smarties, or whatever they're called.
What?
Yeah, they're like little tablets. They're like very powdery. Awful.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, one thing I do love, Ferrero Rocher. The other one that I don't like, I think it's called,
before,
yeah, Whoppers.
You don't, or do?
I don't like Whoppers.
I am okay with Whoppers, I find. I kind of agree with you that they're not super great.
Oh, it's like you just bite into them and then there's like sawdust.
No, I missed the punch. I missed the punch. Boom. Big punch. Dude,
But yeah.
69 damage. Fuck yeah.
Skittles are also nice.
Skittles are good. I prefer anything that is chocolate instead of, like, sour, I guess.
Well, Skittles aren't sour.
Well, actually, sorry. You are correct. I'm literally just thinking of sour Skittles. No, but there's like a taste. There's like a thing to them where they don't feel... I don't know how to describe it. Not exactly soft,
you like
but...
Jolly Ranchers?
No, I don't. Actually,
Okay.
in a very similar way, I don't like Jolly Ranchers because I feel like they ruin my teeth.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, those things are pure sugar. I sometimes like just
I mean,
having
isn't
the
all
taste
candy
of
just
them.
pure sugar?
Well, no. Like lollipops and stuff are actually just pure sugar. Well,
What is
chocolate and nuts and stuff like that are not all pure sugar.
Oh, you fuck.
Huh, you talking to me?
Yes. How dare you?
How dare you? I will fight.
Boom, punched him. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna punch this guy real quick. Got him.
Uh-huh. That was a good punch.
Dude, I got it. Excuse me. Okay. Buttons. There we go. I keep forgetting which buttons I'm like looking at. There was a point I was gonna make, but I don't remember what it is now.
I can't help you there. Nice.
Oh well, that's fine. I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of hungry, despite the fact that I just ate like some spicy. Like that's how I've been cooking my chicken recently. Instead of like marinating it or anything like that, like suffusing it into the chicken, I literally have just been using
Gosh, hold on.
What? What's going on?
Okay.
That's what.
Infusing
It's
chicken.
5:30. Anyway, as I'm pan frying or yeah, pan searing chicken, I'll just like dump a metric fuck ton of like Cajun
Queso?
spice powder,
Oh, wait, not
powder, and
Power.
just like garlic salt on it, and that's
Cajun
it.
Spice power.
That's like the only thing I do to my chicken now.
It's not
Hello?
bad. Have you ever tried just simple herb chicken?
No.
There
I don't
is,
know
like,
I don't know how to
Italian
cook. Like, despite wanting to know how to cook, I just don't know how to cook most
Well, I mean,
anything.
you just like kind of saute chicken, and then there's like
Never sauteed anything.
mixes. Oh my god, yeah.
What do you
can
mean? Oh my
saute?
god. What
If
are you,
don't
my
know how
mom?
to
You don't know how to do this
Uh.
basic thing that I never taught you how to do?
You don't know how to do this basic thing. You should have tried harder.
You should just implicitly know how to do it, like I did.
You should care more and learn.
There we go. Alright, motherfucker. Well, that was easy.
Wait.
I
How
now.
is it that some enemies can just like come out all handy dandy, but Bowser and like Mario can't?
Because it's a video game.
God
Because
dang it, the narrative.
if Mario and Luigi could just come out of Bowser whenever they wanted, there would be no video game. In fact, it's like
lucky.
a big story point later, when Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, but
get
then they
out.
literally like, what are the rules to this?
Wait,
Like, they're important.
listen,
Why can other
you're
enemies
putting a
get
little
out?
bit too much into this. This argument is ill faith. No, I fucked up. I didn't fuck that one up though. So, there we go. Oh my god, they're so tough. I wanted to see what would happen if I could just beat the Chain Chomp before the UFO guy, and that was the bad choice. Oh my god, look at all the XP I got though. Oh my god.
Got the cereal jar.
The searing egg. There we go.
Are you the type of person that just gets a game like instantly because like you're like, I don't care to wait? Or are you a person that cares to like wait until like you can get all the DLCs with the game? And
I mean, I don't usually buy DLCs. Period. I'll usually I guess this will I guess this will answer both of your questions simultaneously. Most games, I'm really into indie garbage, which usually doesn't have DLCs. And if it's something like, I'll buy like the definitive edition of something that comes out way later, if that makes any sense.
okay, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I mean, like in the sense of like, well, there's a big extra like DLC that adds like 4 areas or something like that, which obviously you know is gonna
Like The Witcher
be
3
bundled later.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, where that's just free now.
So I think like that, more or less. I mean, I don't normally buy really tiny
Fuck.
games,
Yeah,
so wait a minute, let me check something.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the last AAA game that I bought.
Like,
It might
you can maybe think of,
literally be Monster Hunter World. No, I bought DMC5. Although I
Like
don't think
that.
although I don't think that has any DLC.
Oh, you know a game you could potentially play that I might recommend? I don't know if you like this category of game,
What?
though. I don't know if you even have it. Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah, of course. I played a shit ton of Darkest Dungeon. I actually have some fundamental issues with Darkest Dungeon. It has the type of RNG that I really don't like. 1 second. Oh,
I mean, I really like the narrator of the game.
Oh, absolutely. He's amazing.
2, like,
remember his
I
name,
really
though.
like the stress mechanic of the game. I think it's
The
really
stress
an
mechanic is
interesting
very
idea.
good. It's just like the thing that I don't like about Darkest Dungeon's RNG is just the what do you calls it? Like,
I don't know, permadeath?
No. Well, no.
Hard
Permadeath
earth?
is fine. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that there are occasions in Darkest Dungeon where literally no matter what you do, your character will die. And I know that those are like rarer now that they updated the game a lot. But I bought Darkest Dungeon when it originally came out, like years and years and years ago. And back then it was so fucking frustrating to do literally everything I could to keep my team alive. And just through a bad roll of the dice 4 times in a row, all of my characters died. And I know that's like part of the game or whatever, but I found it more frustrating than, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I
it didn't feel like a challenge. Yeah,
I looked up a certain character of the game, and like I know like some of them just like can just like be like, yeah, no, sorry, one of your guys are gonna die now, and I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I just don't like that. I did not.
Yeah, I can see how people don't like it, but I don't know. I think it's just an interesting game though.
I might play it on stream. I don't see a reason to not play it on stream. I definitely won't finish it because that's insane. But yeah, I'm about to say they just came out with the Butcher's Circus DLC and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely reasons to go back to it.
Like I bought it with 3 DLCs that came with it. When I was playing it, and I think it was like Crimson Court. And then
yeah, the Crimson Court. That's actually I actually really like the Crimson Court DLC more than the base game. I just really like the Marquise and stuff like that, where they're all vampires, but instead of just literally being vampires, they're like bugs that like ingest fucking blood. And I'm like, dude, that's so clever. All right, I need a second.
Yeah.
You can feel free to talk.
I was thinking something. Yeah, so it was that, and I think there was just 2 more I got, and I think both of them were characters. But I think like with the game how it is now,
and stuff like that.
Maybe, yeah. And then I don't know if the clown came with the original one,
Jester?
the bard. Yeah.
The Jester did come with the base game, yes.
Okay, but there was like a couple of characters like that, which I'm like, I don't know, but I think that game, like, which I hear, I'm like slightly annoyed, like, because when DLC comes out, I'm like, oh, I wish I just, like, you know, got it with the original game first. And God, my siblings are loud. But I don't know, I think the game is hard enough as it is, so I think I'm fine. I'll just not think about it. That's what I do.
I'm struggling here. Fuck! Fuck. Every time I fuck this up, I lose coins. Listen, you can do the dap. I can't hear it.
So this you're supposed to be like helping his muscles, like.
Yes, we're powering up his muscles. I think this is like the 3rd to last time that we do this mini game, which is weird because we're not even halfway through the game yet.
Oh, it's making the same sound as the cannon.
That's why it's like a little rhythm section. That's why it's so difficult because I can't hear it.
There's more now?
Oh, there's a fly. there's a fly in my eye.
Dun,
No!
dun, dun, dun,
No!
dun, 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 dun.
Saba, you're off. Shit! I hit the wrong button! No! There we go. How did I get that one?
Oh my gosh, it's still going.
Shit!
You got the big one.
No, you have to get the whole thing perfect. I just
Oh,
keep
you're
fucking
losing a
up.
lot.
Fuck!
Ah!
There we go. Jesus
There
Christ.
you go.
I lost 100 coins. Last night, if you were there, goddamn, I lost 200 coins to that minigame. I was so upset with myself. I was not the gamer.
You weren't pro gamer?
I
Yeah.
was not pro gamer. Okay, we're good. We're back. What about my castle? No. Alright, there we go. We're back. Huh.
Okay.
What were we
any
talking about before I asked you to give me a second? Oh, look at all the they already did so many repairs.
I don't know. I can't recall. My memory is not good.
Oh well, that's fine. I'm sure it wasn't anything important.
Uh-huh. The only thing I recall is us still talking about Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon's good. Back when I played, my favorite character unit was the leper, because if I got 4 lepers together, they had special dialogue where they would all just talk about having leprosy.
Oh my god.
Welcome, dear guest. Guest.
Yes. So literally, oh my gosh.
You see what they did to Bowser's carpet?
Yeah.
You
Why
know
are the
me!
Goombas just really like...
So, Adrian was arguing with me about this last night, and I reminded him that he's only played this game once several years ago, or like a decade ago, whereas I play this like every 2 or 3 years. It is true that Fawful and his minions do have mind control abilities, like they have the ability to do that. These Goombas and Koopas and Dry Bones and all this stuff, they're literally just mutineers. They just go with whoever is the most powerful at the time. So that's why these Goombas are pretending like they don't know us. Just gonna pray. Everything be good. No, we do not.
There's a boo.
There is a boo. Oh, I guess boos do work for Bowser. Simply brilliant. Yeah, look at the signs. It's like me. Hello, I'm just stomping around. It's a good theme for Bowser's Castle, too.
Can you get anything at the concession stand?
I think I can talk to him. I don't think I can buy anything, though. Yeah. Well, gosh. Everyone needs a hobby, right?
Dang, I want to kill him. You don't get a hobby when you're trying to take over. Well, not allowed.
Shit. Shit.
You've been denied.
I can't. He's too strong. Oh, hello? What was that? Am I... Was I supposed to do something? It's pretty funny, actually.
Is his name Fawful on a pun for awful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please wait in the lobby. The show will soon start.
You get out of here. We can deny you. Fail, leave.
Nope, I can just leave. Cause there's definitely something I'm supposed to do. Maybe it's literally just like after I talk to a certain number of people. Look at this signboard, honey.
Oh my gosh.
The Boo and the Koopa?
Wait, maybe the Boo
Maybe the Boo used to
is the
be a
spirit
Koopa?
of a Koopa. Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't like that. Why does it look like that then?
Does Fawful, is he like throwing out some kind of mind control though to make people like forget that this was Bowser's castle?
No.
No, because like one of the Koopas said, well, I can't remember.
Yes.
Oh, here goes. Yoinks!
Vroom. Shunk. Boobity boosh.
Bobbity boosh.
Shlamahamma. That's a good phrase.
S isn't and I can't bear it. Shell. Shell becomes hell. Ah.
Oh, there we go. It was just that. I just had to talk to a certain number of people.
Oh yeah, by the way, apparently the character I was talking about last time when it comes to Don't Starve, her name is not Willow. Willow's the fire starter. Apparently that one was named Wendy.
Okay, sure.
Just checking it out.
Alright. Boom.
Have you seen anything of the new Paper Mario?
I have. In fact, I was listening to a podcast today where they talked extensively about the new Paper Mario game, and it's basically exactly what I described to Adrian later on in the evening, where my impression was that the writing is still pretty good, like the jokes are funny and stuff like that, but it has no soul, and that is very apparent in the game when you look at when you look at the character designs and the actual story and stuff like that, to the point where there's a it's not really a spoiler, but it's like the penultimate boss of the game is literally just supposed to be a meta-narrative character that's supposed to embody like Paper Mario fans, and it's literally just that character being like, no, but I want the story to be good. Why are all the characters looking the same? This is stupid. And that's like the second to final boss of the game.
Wow.
Exactly. And I'm like, you guys could just make a good game, you know? You don't have to be little shits about it. You could just make a good game. Just saying.
I think it's kind of, yeah, I can kind of see it. Like, it's a good game. I don't know, it doesn't have like a lot of maybe depth, maybe I would say. That's how I would describe it. It's
I mean,
like a good
but it should have
game.
depth. That's the thing. Oh, all the seats are taken.
Oh my god. Is Bowser's left standing? Dang. I'd want to kill this Fawful too.
I have no seat.
Clearly, the
Please
seat
take an
right
open seat. There are no seats. I'm King Bowser. This is the Goomba Usher. This guy, this big galoot here, you see what he's trying to do? Buddy, okay? I have no idea what I'm trying to do. Nothing, not a chance. Big idea. No! No!
Oh no. It's just gonna open up right where he's standing. Yep.
It's very Bowser. It's a very Bowser seat.
Which makes it so suspicious.
Nah, it's fine. And now, without further ado, the Fawful Show! I have Fawful!
God, he's just a bean.
I love him. Fawful is also feeling it. High fives in Fawful's face. Koopa King! Bowser!
Turtles.
I have turtles. A midbus battle. Are you ready?
So I'm assuming we can't beat him up.
Fawful? Not yet. No. Otherwise, we'd fucking we'd obliterate him. No, we fight this guy.
Okay. Is this the second guy you were talking about that shows up?
No. What? We're not playing Paper Mario Origami King.
No. You're telling me like after Fawful, like someone else shows up. You,
Oh,
like,
no,
summon someone else.
No, there's a different like big evil boss that comes after Fawful. No, this is Fawful's right hand man. And now we beat the fucking shit out of him, dude. All right, motherfucker. Get ready to Shy Guy Squad.
Do we beat him up? Is Fawful gonna be disappointed? Because I want to disappoint Fawful. I want to make him.
Hopefully, he'll be disappointed. I'm about to say if that. Whoa!
Excellent.
No, that was 345 damage. Yeah, and I get free stuff because I did good. Shit, ow.
He's gonna come back.
Shit. Oh, they gave him food. If I eat this food, I heal a tiny bit. Oh, I did the wrong one. I had a 50-50 chance of guessing it right, and I guessed wrong. Let's just... Oh, wait. No. What am I doing?
Don't fight the chicken.
Obviously this. Wait, did I just fucking use it on the chicken?
Oh my gosh, I just said not to do the chicken.
What the I didn't realize that. Why the fuck would they let me target the chicken?
I know, you're just gonna attack the chicken at full speed.
Damn it. Shit.
Wow, you are failing now.
Saba!
You've been hit by every single one of them. That's a hat that I'm sticking.
I'm just using fire. It's high, medium. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, you dizzy.
Which I think means that he just gets to do a bunch of free. What? Plus 50 and a power up? What the fuck? And look, I can't even. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Thanks, game. Cool.
Now, if you go but for Shy Guy, make sure you aim at him.
Thank you, Saba.
There you go.
Let's see, that should definitely be an exit. Give me food, please. I need food. No! What the fuck?
But isn't that's not his turn. Okay, wow. It's high.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna use my fucking star candy, dude. I missed slightly.
Nice.
I shrank the screen!
It looks fine now. It's on my end. Oh yeah, you definitely shrank the screen in the other one. Oh yeah.
Window size. No! What the fuck? How was
It's
that?
slightly bigger. Not. Yeah, there you go.
Does it
We're
fit?
back.
Does that?
Yeah, we're back.
Does that fit?
We're back in business.
I'm looking at my video feed to see
A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger.
a little bit bigger.
Bigger. Bigger. Bigger.
I didn't know that this was a thing that could happen.
Okay,
Can I lock that?
I don't know.
That was a rhetorical question. View
I don't know.
window size. Lock down. Thank Christ. I can no longer do that. Okay. No more coins. Give me power-ups, please.
It's coming for you.
Yeah, there you go. Wait. Once again, wrong. Shy guy.
Wow.
Whap, meow, whap, meow, whap, meow, whap, meow, whap, meow, whap, meow. There you go, look at that. Can't believe that first one was a lucky shot, though. It's so good. Oh, I did it too early. I'm gonna stand up, yeah. Shit. Hi. There you go. What the? Why does he get free stuff? I guess because he hit me. Give me this! Give me this tiny healing! Oh! Big healing and a power-up!
He got angry too.
Did he? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he hoofed.
There you go. Oh, I killed him. Cool. I punched him. Alright, well, I ended up having to use my fucking deluxe star candy because I'm a dumbass, but it's fine. Midbus is fucked. And the winning is for Bowser!
Oh my gosh.
Did I forgot about my castle? You have victory. Now the celebrating! Yes, at the Magic Feast of Honor.
Bowser, you're an idiot.
No, get ready. It's totally fine. This is like my second favorite part of the game. Right this way, King Bowser. See suspicious?
But I'm gonna follow anyway. Makes sense. They're poisoned. Don't touch it. Oh,
It
no.
makes me eat these, by the way.
Like you're not gonna be able to progress without eating them. Bowser, you glutton. You literally got into this mess because you ate a mushroom that guy gave you.
Oh man, I'm kind of full. Done eating. We went to great lengths to make King Bowser the most high-calorie, high-fat dishes. Please, eat more. Hush now, don't say that. Here, how about we just feed it to you?
Wait, he's like allowing this? Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Did I just put on a few pounds? It's all in your head. We insist you eat more.
Oh my gosh, Bowser. Bud, just don't eat it.
They're shoving it in his face at this point. Phew. Stop with the ham. I can't take it. I'm nowhere near as svelte. The king of chub.
He can't move. I know.
He's so heavy that he broke through the floor of his own castle. Hello, Adrian.
Hello.
It's the wrecking ball.
Oh, the fetish part of the game.
I was literally just about to say, welcome to the fetish section of the game.
There you go. So, I don't know how you guys started your mornings, but I spent my morning watching a, excuse me, 1 hour video autopsy on the Brony fandom.
Wow.
Not
I mean,
not what I did this morning, needless to say.
I mean, sometimes you just do that. It shows up in your YouTube feed, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna sit in bed for an hour this morning. Why not? Apparently, last year was the last ever BronyCon.
Last ever?
Supposedly, they're not doing any more BronyCons.
Saba, you see what the name of the area is?
Doesn't. Oh, yeah.
The Flab Zone.
It's his love handles.
So, later on, after we make it so Bowser's not fucking ridiculously fat anymore, if you come back here, you can't access it, because all the stuff that's like platforms now shrinks back to normal, and you just can't get in here.
His flab is gone.
He loses all of his flab, despite the fact that he's still fat.
Wait, you mean Bowser doesn't? You mean Bowser isn't fat forever? I thought this was permanent.
Listen. Obviously,
Fucking
he's gonna have to
spoilering
leave.
it, Zach.
Uh-huh. I already told Saba that there's a second evil villain.
Oh.
Did you just say no?
I said oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Also,
no.
I remember hating this zone. I don't know why.
It has a lot of not exactly difficult enemies to deal with, but enemies that have a lot of really intricate patterns that you have to memorize.
Yes. I also remember fucking adoring the Midbus fight right before this.
The one in front of the audience or whatever.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was pretty good. I liked the second Midbus fight later. I got it.
So it took me like years after I beat this
Ooh,
game
+4!
to realize that Midbus's name is just Mid-Boss.
Yeah.
And then earlier today I had an epiphany that I was also embarrassed about, where for the longest time I thought that the Pokemon Rotom was like a play on words on the mechanical rotors.
Motor?
In fact,
Yeah,
his
it's
name
just
is
motor
just
backward,
backwards.
yeah.
It's the old Ekans trick, and I got fooled by it because I thought it was a pun on rotors.
I had a
Like
shit.
Arbok?
Yeah.
The Arbok is Cobra backwards, yeah.
You'll never guess what Muck is backwards.
Oh, what is it? I remember back when I was younger, when I was designing Pokemon myself, I had a Pokemon that I called Enigne, and it was the evolution of Rotom, because Enigne is engine backwards. And I was like, yo, it's good. Oh my god, how much health does this thing have? Fuck. My brain.
My brain, shit, my brain.
My brain. It's not very good right now.
Seth Rogen character. My weed! My brain!
My bro. There we go. Super mushroom.
Speaking of you, me, and Saba, Zach, when are we gonna play Don't Starve together?
I mean soon, obviously, but I don't know. I don't have an exact time in mind. You guys can discuss that right now if you want. Mario, Luigi, as like all of reality breaks around her voice. I don't know, cause what did you say, Adrian? You just said like not Sunday or something else.
That may change a little bit because now that my roommate Aries has moved out, I'm gonna have to do more chores because my roommate's no longer there to do. I'll be honest, I didn't think he was doing any chores to begin with whatsoever, so I don't know why this has changed, but apparently I have to do more chores now. Because he's gone. So I have chores on basically just Thursday too now. So I don't know. I'm pretty open. But ideally not most Wednesdays or Sundays, basically. And then Thursdays I could also do, but I'd be tired.
Luigi!
So Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday are my bad days.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays are your bad days.
Maybe we could do like a small session like before stream or something.
On
Like
Friday?
Fridays. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
We could try that this week. Do
Except
like,
I can't do it
why?
because it's my birthday. Don't know. I need time off.
Which one? Wait. No, I didn't say anything.
Wasn't it?
I'm about to say I didn't choose anything.
The game's delta running you right now.
No.
Don't you know your
I know
choices
we might have talked about this at some point, but I think that was my least favorite part about Deltarune was that, you know, because it's only the first chapter, you could play it like multiple times relatively easily. The characters, obviously, are fantastic. Everybody loves them. But I really disliked how your choices didn't fucking matter, really?
I mean, you could get 2 different endings.
Well, yeah, but it's basically the same ending, just whether or not the people are smiling or frowning at the end. That's basically all it boils down to. I'm assuming that the real game will be, you know, grander.
I mean,
than
the
that,
ending
but
also
still.
has theoretical plot consequences.
That is true.
Not that
Listen.
you really spend that much time
Oh,
going
I
through
got
any of them.
badges. Hello, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Why is Bowser so fat with a PH?
Oh, you missed the part where we embraced our inner fetish artist and stuffed him so full of food that he got fat enough to break through the floor.
Oh
He
my
ate a bunch of
God.
Wonder Bread, it's no big deal.
He ate a bunch of Wonder Bread. Oh, that's not funny.
But you giggled.
I did. What a shame.
But
Yahoo!
Charles
yeah.
Barnet is a national treasure.
just stop this Friday. But I recommend Fridays after that.
Do you think that if Charles Martinet were to be considered a national treasure, he would be considered an American national treasure or a Japanese national treasure?
An Italian national treasure. Despite the fact that he does way more than that.
That's fair.
He has a lot of really good voices, to be honest. But,
That's true.
oh, dude, I get my special
He
power.
was Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi.
Oh, leave me alone.
What was the? I remember there was like a badge in this game for Mario that was like obviously the best badge, but also made it really, really slow to fill up.
Give me 1 second. Someone's texting me.
Wait, I am pretty sleepy.
Lawrence, what did you do this morning?
What did I do this morning?
I assume get out of bed.
Well, yeah,
Unless
I
you're
guess-
still
I
in
guess that's
bed
a-
on like an
Hopefully.
iPad.
that's a very good start to my morning, getting out of bed.
I don't know about you, but I don't. When I wake up, getting out of bed is like it's a while before I get out of bed nowadays. I spend a lot of time in bed before actually getting out after I wake up.
Who gets out of bed? Just bring the computer to you. Just carry the whole thing while you're laying down.
And I have a
VR.
laptop.
Use a VR set so that you don't even have to move your head to look at the screen.
Dude, Lawrence, when can I commission you to make my fucking virtual version of myself so I can like stunt double myself on stream when I'm not feeling up for it?
Yeah.
I guess by the end of the year, which is when they start hiring.
Nice. But yeah, no.
Don't worry, I'll make virtual characters for all of you.
Thank you.
Oh
I
my
was asking
Thank
because
you. Can
spent-
I
You-
non-suspiciously
y'all-
request a photorealistic hyena?
A hyena.
Didn't we discuss that was your persona at one point?
I think we did, yeah.
Hyena.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then I
I
drew him
believe that.
hastily on a scrap of paper at one point.
You did,
believe
and you drew me way better than I would have expected, given that it was just a quick sketch, and you didn't make me that fat, which I was
And
also very touched by.
And then I gave you a shirt that said JoJo reference.
It did. I think it literally just said JoJo reference, and then you showed it to me, and I was like, dude, I would definitely wear that shirt.
It literally just says JoJo reference.
Yeah, I'd wear that. That sounds awesome.
Do you think a shirt like that would be improved or worsened or not affected if you put like open and closed brackets at the end of it?
I think it would improve. To be honest.
I kind of like it just being a sentence. Like with nothing else on top of it. It just says JoJo reference.
Not
And
even
then
a
it's
sentence
not
fragment.
it's not
Without
even
punctuation.
sentence fragment, correct. It's not even there you go. It's not even a what do you calls it? Actually, I think I need to can I fuck oh shit. Can I just wallop the shit out of this guy? I can't. Boom. There you go.
You were gonna say you need to do something?
Oh yeah,
oh,
sorry.
You were gonna ask, can you do something?
Well, no, because I was gonna say was that if you did make that shirt, you would have to make sure that like it doesn't have like the JoJo's font or anything like that. Not for copyright reasons, but because I think that would lessen the joke. Like I want it to just be like not even Comic Sans, because that's leaning too far into the joke. You know what I mean?
Like
It's just
Arial or
normal
something?
text.
Or like
Yeah,
Times
just
New
like
Roman?
definitely not Times New Roman, because that makes it seem like elegant. It would definitely need to be like Arial bold, with like
It is
slight
JoJo
kerning
reference.
in between the letters.
Do you think italics would work or make it worse?
No, it needs to be plain text. It needs to be as nondescript as possible. Black shirt, white text. That's it.
That is some like background NPC character design there. That's
Yeah,
like,
but like
uh,
if you walk around the mall with that, you get a lot of people who'll be like, "All right, that's a pretty boring shirt,"
Well-
and then
well-
like the 2% of people will be like, "Hell yeah!"
the problem is that it robs you of asking the ever famous question: is that a JoJo reference? Because you immediately know it's a JoJo reference. So you can't use that icebreaker anymore.
Well, I guess so.
You guys talk. I
who's
had to
gonna-
actually pay attention to this if I remember correctly.
Who tries to break the ice with a JoJo reference?
Well, not with a JoJo reference, asking if something's a JoJo reference.
I mean
guess.
that's how I introduced myself to Terrence. I
How did that
literally it was
start?
something along the lines of like we were just sitting next to each other in Python, and part 5 was still coming out. No, part 4 was still coming out at the time, and I was just like looking up like a picture of like Killer Queen or something like that, and then I saw Terrence before I knew him was like looking at it and oh, that's kind of whatever, and I was like, yo, he looks cool, right? And then we just started talking about JoJo for like the entire class, and Irv did not care.
Nice.
Irv, I only took Irv's Intro to Python class, but it was immensely easy.
It was yes. Well, because it's an intro class that everybody has to do, right? I feel like it's kind of bullshit because all of the fucking intro engineering classes that artists have to take are easy as pie, whereas all of the fucking intro art classes that engineers have to take are fucking ridiculous.
Well, I feel like there's a component of like if you're bad at
Meme.
coding,
Meme,
There's-
meme, 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 meme.
if you're bad at coding, there's like no real personal stake. But if someone tells you your drawing sucks, then it hurts.
Yeah.
And it hurts to draw badly in a room of people that you see drawing better than you, right? Like, so I feel like there's more emotional risk there, along with just the actual like work challenge of it too. But yeah, no, Irv literally, when I was taking his class, he forgot to take down the like review homework answers off Canvas. So I just might have co-opted most of that code and then submitted it back to him with like a little bit of make it look like it wasn't copying. My class was so fucking easy. It was the easiest day of my life, and then I did poorly in all my other classes.
How many art classes did engineers have to take?
Fucking. Oh, what the fuck are you asking me right now? Get Grant on the phone right now. We need to bitch about this. I've had to take fucking 8 non-necessary, like not part of my career path that I want at all, non-necessary art classes. I'm fucking pissed about it.
And Adrian, how many engineering quote-unquote classes did we have to take? Because all I can think about is Python.
Does math count?
No, it does not count. Because that's
What is-
general
Python
education.
is,
Did you
yeah,
have to do introduction
is
to
the-
modeling?
That's
That-
art.
Maybe?
That's art.
That's more art. Still?
Introduction to modeling is definitely art.
Okay. Then yeah, it's mostly.
I mean, to be
Python?
fair, I first of all have failed several classes, and also I dropped out recently. So Lawrence, we better ask for this.
Really, all I can think about is Python. That's as much as I can get out.
I hate this. Big Bad Bowser Brain Train. Question 1.
Question 1. Oh,
What
this intense
lies-
music.
Try to take it by force. Correctish. Awesome and dramatic. Right? Shit. Powerful and awe-inspiring. I don't remember.
King Bowser being like, yeah, it's perfect and
Wrongish! No!
lovely.
You
Fight
have to
for
fight
Nutso
something.
A
Goblin.
brainish attack. Get him
Hey, that
for
wasn't
Globin.
bad.
No, he was. Get him! For Globin.
For Globin.
Get him, get him.
Get him.
Man, that
Man.
character in Gravity Falls.
So good.
Always makes me laugh.
Becomes mayor.
Really?
Shit. I forgot you're still watching the. I forgot you're watching the show and didn't watch it fucking 4 years ago like every
Zach
other human.
spoiling things as usual.
I mean,
Is it
admittedly,
that much of a spoiler though?
I mean it's not really that much of a spoiler, but there is like a 2-episode arc where it's like, oh, who's gonna be mayor? So I guess I did kind of spoil that for you, but
Spoiling things as usual.
Oh, that just got me excited, to be honest.
That's fine. What was I gonna say? I had a point to my.
hello,
joke
I'm
and I forgot
back.
it.
Give me more questions.
I forgot my point that I was gonna make. Never mind.
Just give me the thing right now. Question 1. His throat. Question 2. He thinks it's the Giga Carrot. Despite the fact that that was literally hours ago and he just ate a fucking million tons of high calorie food. Take it by force. Yeah, all 3, let's go.
Brain train complete.
Hell yeah, dude. I get 50 coins, so I earned 40 coins by doing that. Ta-da. Anyway, you may go about your normal conversation.
I forgot what my conversational point was gonna be. I was too busy ribbing Zach.
Tell us more how it feels to not be in school anymore.
It's compounding a lot of my, existential dread. What's my purpose in life? Kind of stuff. That kind of thing.
I very much believe that. That sounds. that sounds exactly like the reason why I didn't want to go into the workplace after graduating the first time. So I definitely get it.
Instead of battling anxiety attacks, I've been battling ennui, which is an easier fight, but still a fight.
Ennui. Listlessness.
Fucking elitist Zach with his pronunciations.
Listen, dude.
No. Because of the whole virus, this is only semi-related, not being in school anymore, but because of both the virus, because I'm technically no longer a student at Cogswell, I no longer have been able to attend therapy from the school-provided therapist, and so I have been stagnating in a pool of my own festering mental state, rather than making any progress.
I mean, depending on whether or not you have any sort of funds whatsoever, you should definitely try to contact Jill, because I've been going to sessions for only like $60 per session instead of the normal 180. So.
I mean, are you physically going to them, or are you doing digital sessions?
Online sessions. I can't physically go anywhere.
The problem with that is that if I were to have a digital session, I would be on like my computer or whatever, and I would be saying things that I do not want to be saying in my household with my mom in the house.
Makes sense.
And my thin walls. Yeah.
That's a good point. I guess that's kind of the benefit of me having lived by myself for over 100 days.
Yeah.
Saba,
Okay.
Lawrence, anyone have anything that they want to say?
Well,
Not
just
on this subject in
sleepy.
particular, but like it could be about anything.
Aren't you guys
Hey.
still in school?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Saba and I are
How's,
about to be out of
class?
school.
How's digital
That's true.
school?
Well, with my only one class, it's fine. I don't know about other people though.
Your one class isn't even a class.
It's just an online class.
It's
Barely
not even an online class. We're literally just turning in the essay, like week over week. That's it.
Look
There's
at
no
these-
reading.
Look at these fuckers only having to turn in an essay while I gotta balance out like 3 other project classes.
Excuse you. I got physics.
Yeah, he's got one other class.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault. Listen, just because you didn't plan ahead for a global pandemic like I did and get all of your garbage project classes done last semester.
I'm curious, have you guys have other people in this call failed classes before?
I
No.
failed back in Massachusetts. I failed calculus twice, I think.
Really?
No wonder you're so high and mighty about your knowledge of it.
It's fucking excuse you. I failed calculus twice, and then the third time I took the class, passed it easy. And it wasn't just because the teacher was nicer. It was literally just because the first teacher only did lecture, and she fucking refused to write anything on the whiteboard. So you just had to listen to her droning voice for fucking 2.5 hours and hope to retain stuff. Which, as Saba can attest, I don't have the attention span for that shit. So I failed that
No,
class
I don't.
twice, and then I specifically requested a different teacher for the third time I took the class. Went with her. She would like draw diagrams on the board and explain within spatial reasoning what an integral is and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I fucking get it now, and I passed easy. Don't ask me any
Nice.
questions about calculus, because guess what? It was useless.
Oh yeah, well
yeah.
what dead language symbols does calculus use?
It's not really dead language. You can still speak Greek.
Greek? You mean the ruinous place where there's only skeletons and shit?
Ruinous plane. Ruinous
Listen,
place.
I've never been to Greece, but I have seen, ruins in video games. From my knowledge, they're all based on Greece. All of them. Dark Souls, famous Greek game, right?
Fuck!
Fallout takes place in Greece.
Alright, that's pretty funny.
Okay, Zach, I just got back my grade for my
And?
paper.
Yeah.
So you tell me first.
Oh yeah.
You never
What I
told
got?
me. Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I got like a 94.
Oh,
Okay.
I just
pretty good.
remembered what my other question was, and it was for Lauren specifically.
Well, let us
I know-
let us finish this thing first.
Okay.
I was
Lauren,
say because I
what did
want
you
to
get?
add on. Oh, what did I get?
Yeah.
I got a 52
What?
because I didn't because when it said to turn in at least 8 pages, and since the whole essay was supposed to be like 15 pages, yeah.
Yeah.
So I interpreted it that as turn in at least half of the essay. So I was like, yeah, all right, I'll write down half of it, and then I'm good. Turns
Oh, wow.
out, turns out it's supposed to be the entire thing.
It's
and you're
supposed to be the
do
entire thing with like holes in it that you're supposed to fill in
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Well, don't forget
Which-
she said she's willing to like have us like redo stuff and turn it back in. So
Yeah,
is
but
true.
like, here comes the second part. Like, I was pretty like sad about that 52, but then I looked at my overall grade. I'm still above 90%, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm cruising.
yeah.
Sabo was gonna say something about
Yes!
his grade?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
I
was
got a
your grade?
97.
Oh. Damn
look
it.
At these 90s.
I mean, she for the most part, most of her comments, like besides like ones that were actually constructive, because like at a certain point, I totally forgot I need to indent my paragraphs because I just gave up, and I was just writing as much as I could. But half of the stuff she was like typing just said like, "Good job. This is a good example." Blah blah blah. This is nice.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
I'm 100%. No, I'll take it down. I'm 90% sure that these types of teachers that's set up like 15, 20-page essays for everyone in the class to do. Pretty sure they don't read it.
I mean,
No, she's actually gone
Miss
through, like, all
Johnson
my
is
stuff.
she's giving too much specific feedback to have not read it. I don't think that she's necessarily proofreading the whole thing thoroughly, but I do believe that she is at least skimming through all the stuff that we're doing and then like, you know, kind of giving commentary
Yeah,
on
like
it.
some points, like she does bring up what like I've written, and she does like say like, oh, this is a really good example you use, and she like specifies certain things, and then like like saying this wording is awkward, like change it. So that's like specifically like reading it.
You
Like-
suck
like
at
I said,
writing.
I
Go
only
kill
did-
yourself.
Like I said, I only did
no.
half the essay, so immediately she went after that.
From what this sounds like, and I watched a video of this earlier today, this sounds like the unexpected component of like the bulk work of being a teacher, where like an analogy I saw the other day was like, I was watching a powerlifter video about like a day in the life of this powerlifter.
No!
Ah!
Wow, you missed that last one.
Oh, I was just so focused on seeing if he would make it. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adrian, keep going.
Right, from the powerlifter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems analogous to like the powerlifting where he was like, is there how much he ate one day, and he was like, yeah, the training part's easy. It's the eating part that like people don't expect, but it's like you have to eat constantly, whereas you get maybe like 3 or 4 hours of training in a day. And it seems like that's the unexpected part of being a teacher for most subjects, where like teaching seems like the lesser part, whereas reviewing homework would be the strenuous, constant part.
Yeah.
That kind of, yeah, that makes sense.
I would say that because I like teaching to a certain degree, but yeah, having to, and I enjoy giving feedback, but it's just the sheer amount of like kids you have to do that for.
I remember that the when they did like a DVD box set release of the first 3 Indiana Jones movies, they had the guy. What was the college that Indiana worked at? Does anyone remember? Whatever it was, it's a real college, and there is a real professor of archaeology there, and so they interviewed that guy, and they were like, "Oh, how accurate are the movies to being an archaeologist?" And he was like, "First off, not at all, and second off, it's 90% writing reports about a shard of like pottery from 400 years ago." There you go, I got it. Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you were able to do that while telling the story.
It's so much easier when I'm not actually focusing on anything. Anyway.
The question I wanted to ask earlier for Lawrence was, I know that you're busy with school project. Have you taken any recent commissions? Like one-off pieces?
No. To be honest, I haven't done much personal work either.
Oh, it's easier. Thank God.
That's fair.
Did I do the harder one first by accident?
Although I am still like looking around to see if I could do commissions.
Are you still employed?
Not actively looking for commissions. but
Lawrence isn't
yeah.
employed at the moment because he has the coronavirus.
Excuse me, I'm only suspected.
Oh god.
That's why,
Yeah.
which by the way, Saba, if you're upset that we're not playing Return to the Oberdin, blame Lawrence and his poor hygiene.
Lawrence?
Hey, wait a
Do
second.
I have to blame you, Lawrence?
Lawrence
you
is
don't,
the
right?
Lawrence is the reason why we're not
I
playing Oberdin. Although
I
I'm
can
not gonna
explain.
lie, Lawrence.
Yes.
Actually, wait, no, because you have shit internet, right? Shit internet.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Because I was actually legitimately thinking about installing software that would allow you to get onto my computer.
Oh.
So that way you could just play Oberdin on my computer while I'm streaming. But I don't know, maybe that's not
There's
worth it.
no way my internet could handle that.
Cause the thing is that if we don't do something like that, I'm gonna, dude, I got +6. Holy shit.
For the stash.
If we don't do something like that soon, I'm gonna be legit gone. You know what I mean?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. So.
I can blame you for that.
What do you mean? I have to leave eventually.
No, you don't.
Where
Stay
the fuck
here.
am I?
Going off of what the
Crazy
question,
going off the rails.
going back to the question I asked Lawrence earlier, I asked him because an upside to me is, or my current situation is that without having to be employed, I've been making pocket change doing commissions because I had like 4 commissions this last week combined.
I'll be honest. I feel it's like a lot of the time I do feel like I prefer taking commissions rather than working my current job, even if it pays less.
Oh,
I
it
would
will absolutely
be-
pay less, but it's something.
But it's like I would be gaining experience and I will actually have fun doing work.
I mean, depends on your commissioner largely.
I guess. I guess
There-
that makes sense.
There are commissioners where they're like, "Oh, this is nice. I like this thing that you did that I wasn't expecting." And then there are commissioners that you'll send them a work in progress,
Ew.
and then they'll be like, "Hey, change the leg," and you're like, "Okay." And then you send it to them, and they're like, "Hey, also change the arm," and you're like, "Okay." And then you change the arm, and they're like, "Hey, also change the hair and add this trinket." And they're like, "You're okay," and you do that 14 times
Oh,
after you think you're already done. So it depends on the commissioner largely, but a lot of them are nice, a lot of them are hassles.
and then the
There-
few that are terrible.
And then there's the point where you have to, I guess at a point you can decide that you're not putting up with someone, decide to refund them, but I don't do that because I'm a coward.
And at the same time, you have the money, so yeah.
The spin jump
So
technique
funny
from
looking.
the first
It's
Mario
pretty-
Luigi game.
Pretty silly.
Oh my God, Mario, please.
You remember in the first game where you learned this move from the Border Patrol?
I don't. I didn't play any of the first 3.
You didn't
I just
play Superstar Saga?
Nope. I
Oh my God.
I watched a YouTube like summary video of it.
Oh my god. In the first game you learned this and Luigi's move from the Border Patrol between the Mushroom Kingdom and the Bean Bean Kingdom.
Ooh, that's.
I don't
weird.
know why they make you learn it from the Border Patrol, but you do.
Dude, I got a special attack from the Flab
learn it?
Zone.
You learn it from like a blue, you learn it from like a red and green Toad wearing sunglasses with big chins.
Big chins? Oh, dude, it's the jump helmet!
Jump helmet is
Big
hype. I'll be
chinny
honest.
Dude, I fucking love jump helmet. Get ready.
This move is hype.
Nah, like I'm
This-
I'm skipping that because we're doing the fucking jump helmet, my guy.
I was just saying how the jump helmet's hype.
No, I agree, but I'm talking to like Lawrence and Saba.
Oh.
Ooh, you gotta aim
Boom!
that a little bit.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Okay.
I did okay. Let me try again. I can do that much better.
I don't think the jump helmet's good for Luigi's neck.
No, he's fine. No, believe me, there's other abilities later that are much worse for Luigi's health.
I'm
Boom!
only-
Oh, what? That was a great.
Ooh.
Yeah. You gotta land it dead on the center every time.
No.
And don't forget to jump with Mario.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
This is like
That's
the old.
pretty
Fuck! That one I
Oh.
fucked up. Damn
This
it.
is like the ultimate tie your head and rub your belly at the same time move.
It kind of is. Because I'm basically only controlling one character, so I like this one.
You're controlling two.
Well, right, but I don't have to hit B, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
There you go. Alright, I got it. Yeah, dude, jump helmet. You remember that classic Mario power-up? You know, there's the green shell, the fire flower, and then the jump helmet.
Man, Bowser's got really small eyes in the special attack icon for him.
He does. Where?
Go in the special thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, look at it.
he
It's
teeny, he
like,
teeny eyes. I wanted to
It's got
take
beast
I
on it.
wanted to take a quick moment to bitch about something on Twitter. So the GDC summer stuff is happening relatively soon,
Is
and
it still?
yeah, well, so GDC summer is purely online now, which you know we all figured that it would be. So
Yeah.
I'm not exactly disappointed by that, but
I mean, either that or cancel.
well, yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus. Trying to go. Okay, thank you. But yeah, so they had a thing on Twitter where it's like, hey, post the stuff that you have on your portfolio and, you know, try to get seen by people in the industry. And so 99% of the people that posted stuff were artists. And, you know, which is great because artists deserve to get their work seen, and a lot of them did really good work. But needless to say, I went to the hashtag. I can't remember what the full hashtag was, but it was basically like the game design section where it was people that like make the game, and all of those people's portfolios had like 1 or 2 games in them. And when people were, and I saw a few people that were like, "Why don't you have more in your portfolio?" And the people were like, "Because this took 6 years to make." Because I'm not an artist that can just like whip out something over the course of like a month or 2. And I was just like, man,
Wow.
I feel that. It's hard to have a nice looking portfolio when you're not an artist.
That's
See?
true. I've once in a while I've been thinking about the like differences between different professions as far as I guess.
Oh
what's
my
the
god,
word?
what?
As
Well,
far
now
as
Mario's on fire, so I can't do anything with him.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
been thinking
he's
about the
gonna-
ups and downs of different professions as far as contributing to projects and also capitalism. And I guess like my main thought on it
Are
was
you
that
fucking kidding? Really? Sorry.
like art has the advantage of like you can show it to people in like seconds and they get the gist of it.
Whereas a video
whereas-
game, you have to do a lot.
Yeah. A video game, you have to like either the person has played it, or they've like heard of it, or they've like secondhand it, or like whatever. And then music is like in the middle, where it takes like maybe 4 minutes or 5 minutes for someone to hear one of your songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. And then there's that. Well, okay, so illustration is specifically what I'm talking about, where you show people instantly. Animation can be a little bit.
Look
animation
at
is like,
wait, real quick. Look at his dizzy sprite.
yeah, animation is like.
Yes.
Animation is like between usually like the image and the music thing. It's a little bit longer than an image looking at, but usually not as long as like music if you're doing it solo. Because 5 minutes is a lot of animation.
That's true. Even if
Uh,
it's just storyboards, 5 minutes is a lot.
Yeah.
One of the things that I saw, because needless to say, other people were more. Oh, okay. Well, that was interesting. Oh my God, please. There we go. Oh my God, the buttons. Other people were more or less saying the same thing of like, man, it's kind of hard to have like a nice portfolio as a game designer, and a professional game designer put his own like hat into the ring, where people were like, what should we do? And he was like, well, this is what I did, and basically what he did for his first portfolio, or for his like portfolio that finally got him hired, was instead of actually making full games like game designers want to do, you just make you make like just a little like gameplay demo, and that's it. Like just the smallest vertical slice you could reasonably do without like sacrificing your own mentality, and just stick with that, and then that goes on your portfolio. And I'm like, okay, I guess so, but I don't like that. I wish I could just like, I don't know, make a game, and then that would be enough.
It's fair. Speaking of portfolios and getting hired, I saw a really sad
getting high.
and/or funny post where it was like this position advertisement where it was like we would like you to have at least 4.5 years experience with this specific program. And someone on Twitter was like, man, it sure does suck considering I only have 1.5 years of experience with myself, and I'm the one who made that program.
Yes. Well, like, I don't know, like, that's the sort of thing that, a lot of, like, because I mean, I don't necessarily need to tell you guys this, because I know that everybody is looking, well, maybe not Adrian less so, but, like, everybody's looking for a job. But it's like, goddamn, like, I've been, like, applying to, like, entry-level positions, and entry-level positions apparently mean 4 to 5 years of industry
Yeah.
work. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
It's pretty ridiculous, yeah.
I mean,
And I'm just like, what am I supposed to do now? And my dad was like, oh, well, you could make one of those indie games that you always talk about, like the ones that were made by a single person and got really huge. And I was like, Dad, this isn't 2012 anymore. That doesn't happen.
just shape-shifting to Toby Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I
Just
was.
lie on your resume.
Just, no, here's
Well,
the
just
thing,
lie
right?
on your. Well, because it's not even just lie on your resume. I don't know. It's.
You have to, here's the thing, right? You have to locate Toby Fox and wait in the woods for him for the next full moon to get bitten by him, right?
Eat him.
And then when the next full moon, you have to be locked up in a basement with a computer.
Fuck.
And then
You have to. You have to have. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about the guy who did. Fuck. What was the name? What was the name of that
Yandere
game?
Simulator.
No, well, Yandere Simulator is just pathetic. Or, not the game. The game is great, but the guy who made it is pathetic.
Is the game great?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you get to see big titty anime girls that want to kill you.
And
That's good.
violence.
That's good. That's good in my book.
Uh,
Keep that in note.
Straights.
Keep that in note, Twitch. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Grant, flip it.
But what was I gonna say? No. But
Something
the
about-
guy who made Gunpoint, which you guys may or may not be aware, but it's a very good, very famous indie game because the guy when he was making it, he spent like 4 years designing the systems and stuff like that in his off time while he was literally working at like a fast food restaurant or something like that. Like he was working a shitty day job, and instead of TV, instead of working out, instead of hanging out with people, he was just making this game. And, you know, it was pretty good. Like, it played pretty well, but that was kind of it. And then in the 11th hour, right before he's about to release it on Steam, he puts, like, a GIF of, like, the game playing on online. And he just gets... And somebody reaches out, and they're like, hey, I really like your game, and I've been following your development for a few years. Can I just remake all of your art assets for you? And the guy was like, sure, what can I pay you? And they're like, nothing, I just really like your work. And so, needless to say, that guy did a fucking amazing job redoing all the art for Gunpoint. And then Gunpoint was such a huge success that the guy was able to quit his job and start his own 2-person studio. And I'm like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, that's...
No, it does not.
That was 2013, by the way, is when that happened. And I'm like, God damn it. Anyway.
Okay.
I-
I gotta end up heading out, guys. I've been here for a while.
You have been here for a hot
I've been
minute.
here for a while. So I will
for the
talk.
boys.
Yeah, I'm so
Bye,
happy
Saba.
that you're happy. Talk to you guys later.
See you
Alright.
later.
Luigi.
Zach, your story reminded me of all these stories that
I should actually ask him questions instead of not. But
Remind
anyway,
me
yes.
to mention Luigi later on because I just laughed about something in my head. But yeah, sorry,
Lawrence, keep
Lawrence.
like your story reminded me of stories by Peter Overstreet. Adrian, I don't know if you remember him, the teacher.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
You remember? Were you there? Sorry to interrupt your story again,
Oh.
but were you there in the tutoring center where I was having a fucking conniption on how hot they made? There's an admin member from Team Aqua that in the fucking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remake, they turned her from just generic or a generic redhead woman into a fucking crazy hot, like she has like rippling abs or something like that, if I remember correctly. And I was going fucking ballistic just describing this to people who were hanging out in the tutoring center. And then Peter Overstreet pokes his head in and he's like, first off, you're super right. Second off, a little quieter, please. And I was like, yes, sorry. Apparently, he was in the teacher's lounge. And he could hear
Oh,
me.
he could. Oh, dang.
So yeah, needless to say, I was having this conversation with the whole school, essentially. But anyway, You were saying, Lawrence, about
He
Peter
wanted to
Overstreet.
join in on the rippling abs. But yeah, he was like, because where do I begin? He tells a lot of stories about how he ended up where he is as a sort of successful artist.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for example, he during his college
Okay, I'm
years,
gonna ask him some questions because I don't remember. Anyway, yes, during his college years.
during his college years, like towards the end, he got a call from Stan Lee, like Stan the Man Lee, and was asked to be uh, his apprentice for a few months, so he can mark up as his mentorship program for college. And then after that, he was landing jobs and was personally mentored by all these great artists like I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't remember the names, but like the
Pablo
special effects guys.
Picasso.
Jim
Oh,
Davis.
Wait.
Alright. But just like big name special effects people, like people who worked on Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Indiana Jones, or keep going like that. And he was like telling the story in hopes that we as artists would be inspired so that we could shoot for the sky and hopefully we'll hit something. But like I don't know, I've had him for like 3 years already. Like I've had Peter Overstreet for 3 years, and he always tells the same stories. And it's now it's making me think like Peter got lucky. We can't get that.
No, you can't.
Yes.
He
art
got
is-
Stan Lee as a mentor. How do we top that?
Landing a position in art is largely connections, and connections are largely luck.
Yes.
It's a very depressing thought to have, but there was a thing that I saw where the guy was like, Taylor Swift tells people to like follow their dreams, and while that's a really nice sentiment and it's not necessarily a bad thing to say, that's like a millionaire just telling somebody to just not be poor. You know what I mean?
Literally had an entire bit
Yeah.
on this.
Who?
Bill Burnham.
Bober.
Bo Burnham. Oh yeah, I think I know what part you're talking about.
I'm about to say I'm not aware.
He's a comedian that makes fun of society.
If I remember correctly, when
He's also a musician.
that's true, he makes really funny songs. But I remember seeing an interview for him, and someone asked him what his advice is for people to become famous, and then his advice
He's
was
like,
like,
"Get lucky."
don't. No, he said like, don't fucking do anything. It's all completely lucky.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you could possibly do to change that. Which sounds
There
pretty harsh, but like also like super true.
To jump onto a very small but much brighter topic, or point at least. I saw earlier one of the questions was like, what person does Bowser not want in his cast? And one of the options was Luigi, and it made me think of that screenshot where it's Super Mario Galaxy, and apropos of just you going to the level select, you can just see a menu that says there are traces of Luigi in this galaxy, and so I was like,
Wait a second.
what are traces of Luigi?
That's Mario Galaxy 2, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and then someone was like, Cheetos, crumbs, and tears.
Yes, the essence of Luigi.
Traces of Luigi.
Oh, it's really good.
So, I guess I'll bring up some personal developments.
Can we before you go on to your personal developments, which I do want to hear about, I just because it's such a cathartic topic to talk about, of like, man, I'm so fucking tired of having people who have already made it describe the process of making it to where they are where it's just like, oh, you just gotta try really hard and put 110% in. And I'm like, bitch, you didn't even try 110%. Like, that's one of the reasons why I fucking love Mr. Campbell so much, the game design teacher at the school.
Oh.
Because, like, you talk to him about how he got his position, and he readily admits he just so happened to shake the right hands at the same time. But then it was like, but then I asked him, like, how much work was it to get to where you are? And he's like, I don't know, I just kind of drew a bunch, and that's it. Like, I didn't try to do anything, I just did what I liked doing, and eventually that turned into a career. But don't just expect to do that as a career, because most of the time that doesn't work. And I'm like, thank you, Mr. Campbell, for being fucking honest.
I mean, Dan
Anyway.
said pretty much the same thing from Game Grumps. He didn't find success until it was like in his mid to late 30s.
That is true. Well, I mean, but he tried really hard, I guess, is the difference. But I guess that's
Right.
how I guess that's how being in a band is like.
But anyways, back to my personal developments.
Yes. I finally grew my first chest hair.
I mean, that
Nice.
happened a while ago, but like it doesn't feel like it has because
Fuck.
I've never shaved my chest and it still feels smooth.
Fuck,
I
I
will
don't,
say
I don't
that-
even have chest hair.
You're both Asian, so I don't think. It's
I was about to say
good.
Bobby also doesn't even have chest hair, so I guess you're right.
Yeah, but Bobby's muscular as hell, so he's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, chest hair.
But chest hair, dude.
Dude, he's going for that Arnold Schwarzenegger look.
So what was your personal development? Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Right. There's two of them actually. I mean, when I say personal, I mean they're happening in my house and they affect me slightly. One of them is that my little brother, who is in 5th grade, is finally getting his first personal laptop for himself.
Ooh.
And I was thinking about it because this is important for two reasons. One, it made me reflect on myself because my dad was a software programmer and I had my first personal laptop for myself when I was like, I want to say 1st grade or 2nd grade. And it took him an entire 4 years after that. And I was like, man, I sure was lucky. But also, the other thing that's important is that a couple months ago I mentioned this on stream, but my brother got in trouble for siphoning money from mom's credit card for Roblox money.
Oh yes, you did mention something about this. Yeah.
Right, and so the fact that he has his own personal laptop, whereas before he only had an iPad, is a little bit concerning for our financial status. He's in 5th grade, and I was lucky, but I remember I narrowly sidestepped just by chance a lot of dangerous things when I was in 5th grade, and I just hope he does the same. The other personal development, somewhat in my life, is that, like I said earlier, I might have said earlier, I don't remember if I said earlier, my roommate Aries moved out and in addition to that, my mom is going to turn that empty room into a foster room. My mom's going to start fostering.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't exactly know why or if we're a good suit to be a foster home, but it's happening, so that's something we're going to live with, I guess.
I never knew anyone that's owned a foster home.
There was a family at the end of our street growing up in Lowell that was a foster home, but they were that classic type of foster home that you hear about a lot, where they didn't give a shit about the kids. They were just there to get like the government check or whatever. So I want to say they had 5 kids living in their house at one time, and on any given night, only one of them would be at the house because all 5 of them technically shared the same bedroom, whereas the other 4 would constantly be out sleeping at other people's houses. And one of those kids, I don't actually remember his name. All I remember is that we called him Devoglio, which is not an offensive name, so it definitely wasn't to make fun of him, but it was just something along the lines of, like, I couldn't remember what his actual name was, but every time I looked at him, I saw Devoglio, and so I was like, oh, we'll just call him that.
Are you
And
sure that wasn't offensive? Because that sounds like a little gremlin's name.
Devoglio?
It's like, I need the leg for my newest creation. Come here, Devoglio, give me that leg on the counter there.
Oh, listen, it's
Yes,
not that bad.
master.
But yeah, and I don't know, I asked him what it was like being a foster kid, and he was like, well, this is the first time, and this was like middle of high school when I asked him, And he was like, well, this is the first time that I've been in the same foster home for long enough to, like, talk to someone about being a foster kid. And I was like, oh, really? And then lo and behold, like 2 months later, he moved.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh! Sorry about that, boyo. That feels really
Well,
bad.
We only have one room in our house, and I don't know how many people we're gonna foster. My assumption was one, but I guess apparently you can try to foster a lot of people.
An entire family.
Who knows?
That sounds like a lot of work.
I just want to say as well, because I really like the current train of conversation that we're on right now, so I want to keep encouraging this. But this is fucking garbage content for Twitch. Luckily, I'm planning on editing this down eventually for YouTube. But my god, I'm not paying attention at all to these questions. I'm just trying to brute force through 7 questions. I refuse to pay money to ask these questions.
I thought the trick was to not think about it.
Greedy Zach
no, that's
pinches
different.
for pennies on stream.
Listen, every time he sends one of these fucking monsters after me, I get 5 coins, so I can make $1 million by doing this.
7 questions.
Question.
7 minutes and Kevin.
He wants to punch him. What?
So
I was so sure!
I like how the music also cut off right there.
Shit.
It was like, shit.
Alright, you guys keep talking about something that's not the game, please.
Zach thinks he kins Bowser, but he doesn't.
What?
Everyone knows Bowser wants to kick Fawful. Huh.
No, sorry, Zach kins Wario. My bad, I forgot for a second there.
I don't understand what that means. You
Never heard of kinning?
Well,
No, I don't
Oh
know
my
what this
God,
is.
Zach.
You bring up too many fucking just weird internet isms. I don't know. I can't follow.
Zach, you've never heard of kinning before?
What the fuck is that? Do I want to know what this is, or should I mute
wait,
you?
is he Zach for real, or is he too like focused on the game?
Kinning?
You've never heard of someone kinning a character? A
No.
person? Okay, there's, if I remember correctly, I've had this conversation with some people that actually kin before. There's more or less 3 kinds of kin. There...
Here's a graph and a description for all.
I'm
types,
trying to play a video game
and
on
within
this
all
video game
types, we
streaming
have
platform, and
subtypes.
you guys aren't letting me.
Okay, so, to kin something in very simple terms is to say that you identify with something on a deep level. And to my knowledge,
What?
there's 3 main...
Can you just say you identify with the character? Why do you need a special term for it?
Well, here's the thing. It gets deeper than that. When you kin something, it can have a variety of depths. If you just identify them, that's one of them. But some people, when they kin, imagine that they either were them in a past life, or are a projection of them, or some deep spiritual thing. And this extends specifically to the different types of kinning. So one of them is fiction kin, where you identify with and project onto a character or species of creature in fiction. So like there's there's unicorn kin, there's horse kin, and then there's also character kin. So characters from fiction, there's a subset of it. So there's character kins where some people will kin like Harry Potter or Hermione, and they'll be like, yeah, in my soul I feel like I am Harry Potter, or I feel like I am Hermione. And then that's a little bit weird, but whatever. But then there's reality kin.
Uh-oh.
There are people that
I'm
identify
I'm
as
debating whether or
Markiplier.
not just to right-click mute Adrian. It's a very difficult decision, but unfortunately I'm trying to do a video game, so I'm gonna let
Do
it
not
deal.
dare! I am listening.
If you do that, you lose 1/3 of your conversational. No, you lose 1/2 of your conversational partners.
That is true.
Yeah. There are reality kin, which are people who identify with real people, and the degree to which different people do this, some people do it ironically as a joke, and then there's people that I've literally seen. I've like followed this like art blog, and they have like a thing, they have like an inbox for questions because they're on social media or whatever, and they said they posted one of their questions publicly, where they were like, one of the questions was like, hey, so I kin as you, so can you stop posting this X, Y, and Z on your social media, because I don't agree with it, and I don't think that's what you would do.
What?
I don't think that's what you would do. This fictional representation that I have in my mind would do something different than you, the actual individual, would do. So I want you to stop.
So yeah, kinning ranges from that to just being like, I think horses are really cool and I feel a connection with them. It ranges. It's like furries. There are definitely deviants. They're very well known, but there's also people that are quieter and more innocent. But that's what kinning is.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
That was and then circle back around, my joke was that Zach kins Bowser and Wario.
I mean, I definitely kin Bowser, but now that I know what the fuck you're talking about, oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely empathize with Bowser a lot.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're the best that ever was, but just people keep beating you due to dumb luck, I get it.
Would you say that he's a part of your soul?
No, he's
Would
not.
you truly believe that?
No.
Would you say that you were
up.
Bowser in a past life or alternate
No!
reality?
Stop
But you
this!
would
No one was
say
ever
that you are
Bowser.
indeed Bowser.
Shut up. God, I don't remember who the fucking Paratrooper Squadron? Okay, thank you. Oh my god. Give me a second. There was a story I wanted to talk about, but now I don't remember. Oh
Zach
god.
is too busy thinking back to every character he knows and deciding which one he kins.
I could probably pick one that I kin the most. Given enough time, I could definitely pick a character in fiction that I kin the most.
Here's one of the famous aspects of kinning, right?
Famous aspects.
People have kin lists where there's a list of things that they kin.
Oh my god.
And here's the thing, right? And you'll see very quickly where I'm drawing this connection. Would you not be disturbed if someone else said that they were you?
Yes, I'd be very
That'd be
disturbed.
very disturbing.
So, there is a thing in kinning called doubles, where people who kin others will see people that also kin the same things and say either avoid them purposefully, block them, or contact them and say, hey, can you stop kinning this thing? Because they don't like that dissonance of thinking, hey, this person is being me, but I am me. But
Like,
me is
it's
also
so
this other
weird because
thing.
you're basically just describing a weird identity version of just like disassociation, where it's just I am not me anymore, but I found a person whose identity I like more than myself, so I want them.
Well, it's not always people. It's sometimes fictional characters, or like I said, like fantasy creatures, or even just animals.
Well, no, I mean, regardless of whether or not it's a real person or not, it's still an identity, is what I'm talking about, I guess. What the fuck?
Doubled.
But in any case, no, dude, he forced that meat to kin him.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you gonna deny the truth?
Hey, Lawrence!
There have been a lot of jokes about
Why?
kinning and people
Why?
that
No, stop. I'm stopping this for a second. Why? Like, because I was describing this to Saba earlier, and Saba agreed, where it's just like, as soon as the two of you, because Lawrence is good on his own, and Adrian just gets, I don't know, Adrian, so maybe it's just Adrian that's the problem. But, like, it just makes me so exasperated immediately having both of you in the call at the same time. I just want to talk about video games, man. Why are we talking about bullshit?
Did Saba
Technically,
see
this
the stream
topic.
last night?
No,
rooted
she
from
did
the
not
video
see
game.
it, and I specifically told her that she should avoid it.
She should watch it.
No.
Lawrence, you were
Educational
saying?
purposes.
Oh, I ranked up.
Oh, weren't you saying
Here's-
something about technically?
Yes. Although I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I also had something that I was gonna say, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
you were
I had a
trying to
story.
stop-
I had a story about furryism that I wanted to share because I thought it was because it's a very funny story. Lawrence, while I'm telling this story, hopefully you can remember your thing, unless you did remember your thing.
Let's see by the end of your story if I still remember.
Okay, so as you know, I'm an RA for the school. So this was last semester before the whole COVID thing shut everything down. We were doing house inspections, and there was this one individual who they were definitely not the best residents that we had. Like they definitely did like to cause trouble with other residents. But but they weren't being violent or anything like that. It was just that their lifestyle was a little bit atypical, I think I'd describe, which I think is probably fair to describe them as such. But, there we go. But anyway, so this individual, they were very vocally a furry, like a hardcore furry, like having a suit type furry. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But the thing that was causing a problem was that they were leaving their animal dildos stuck to like the shower wall and stuff like that. And so the roommates, or specifically the roommate that was living with them, was quite distraught about this and wanted the person to be evicted from housing completely. Needless to say, that's an outcome that we really try to avoid as RAs. So it's like, okay, well, let's just try to figure out a solution. And once again, I repeat that this person was very vocally a furry. And so Mr. Brown, as a joke, I want to say he did mean this as a joke, and I had to explain to him later that this was not a cool thing to say. But he laughingly said during the meeting, "Oh, well, let's just get them a dog. That'll make them happy, right?"
Ow.
And no one said anything, and I just gave Mr. Brown like the shittiest look I possibly could. And then after the meeting was over, I had to explain to him like, yeah, that like he's not into animals. That's not what that is.
Or is he?
But yeah, there you go. That's the story basically.
I was just gonna finish off my thing about kittens with
Oh my.
they're basically. I was just gonna say, I mean, obviously the concept is absurd to
The
people
concept
that
is
don't-
quite absurd, yes.
The concept is absurd. You could end it there, but the concept is absurd to people that don't kin, like you and me, because I don't think I could ever understand why people do that. But in circles, because kinning is largely known about in left-wing circles, where gender identity and things of that nature
Are a lot more
talked
fluid,
about
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. So, but I will say that even in those circles, kinning is something of a punching bag, where there are a lot of jokes that are like, fucking, I'm forcing you to kin me now. You kin me.
Alright, that's pretty funny. But like, I mean, I don't know. It's probably just one of those. It's probably just one of those things. Where, like, this is probably exactly how like old people feel now with people that are like transgender and stuff like that, or like refuse to give themselves like a gender identity, where they're just like, you can't do that. Like the old person's just like, that doesn't make any sense to me, so I'm not gonna let you do this thing. It's probably something similar in the sense of like, man, I don't fucking get kinning, so like, give me a break a little bit. But that being said, who am I to like stop someone from doing something that makes them feel more comfortable, I guess?
I mean, I mean, it's the problem as in most things lies when you infringe on other people. So if you say that you kin someone, that's a little bit weird to me, but that's whatever. But if you say you kin someone and then approach them and tell them to start doing things, or you approach other people that say they also kin them and start asking them to do things, that's when it's a problem.
Okay, that
like,
makes sense.
Because like trans people don't go, like if you're a trans man, you don't go up to other men and tell them to stop being a man in X, Y, and Z ways because you're also a man.
Well, some people do, but yes.
Some people do that, sure.
I mean, maybe, but it's not. The reason is not because you're a man.
Correct.
The reason is for other things.
The reason is because they have like other things going on. But yes, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So it's the problem rises when you start infringing on other people and forcing them to do things because of it. If you're not bothering anyone else and you're keeping to yourself about it as far as how it affects you, then that's fine.
You can say that about a lot of things.
Exactly.
If you just
That's a
keep to
general
yourself.
rule. Yeah. If your identity does not cause you to like actively go out and approach other people, and like at most it acts when they're interacting with you to do X, Y, or Z thing to make you comfortable, and that's fine. If you make them go out of the way to do something that doesn't revolve around or like involve you at all, then that's a little far.
Yeah.
Especially if you start bullying about it, because there's a small but vocal minority, much like with furries, of kids that are very violent about it.
Oh my god.
I guess maybe violent's not the right word, but like vocal, loud, and a little bit obnoxious.
Like obstreperous.
Sure.
Not to make fun of the Monster Prom thing that we literally did the other day, but like, I guess, I don't know, because I'm just thinking about the definition, right? Of like, well, as long as you don't really infringe on someone else, it's probably okay. But in accordance with, because obviously Leonard from the game, and once again, it should be noted this is not my opinion, just in case this ever comes back to bite me in the ass later, because we're recording this live. But in theory, definitionally, Zoe being asked to not be called fucking Zagord does infringe on Leonard, I guess, because he doesn't feel comfortable doing that.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's the caveat that I mentioned is when it involves or revolves around you, because when you the point of it is when like. I guess there's a little bit of a fine line where it's like when they start interacting with you, with like, as far as
Yes.
like,
My God,
like
this
it's
area.
not like Zach. You wouldn't be distraught if someone called you, you know, like a woman constantly, and you asked them, "Hey, I'm not a woman, I'm a man. Can you please call me that?" That would be reasonable. That's them doing something to you that they could easily change, that I guess specifically only involves you, that they could change, that affects your comfort level, I guess, is the level.
Yes.
If it's something they're doing specifically to or about you, then I feel like you have the right to ask them to change it.
Wasn't it also that Leonard didn't even know that Zoe used to go as Zagord until the cultist came in?
Until the cultist came and said, like, yeah, because, well, actually that's a good point, because Leonard in Monster Party, he knew Zoe as Zoe, and then he realized that she went through this identity change, and he decided to be a shit eater about it, which is why he was like pestering her about it. But it's just
And
like, I
then
don't know.
For that, he got stabbed and burned.
He got
But
stabbed
not
and
dead.
burned. That is true.
He is Kappa.
I'm gonna give myself a quick fucking second, because there's obviously gonna be a boss here in a moment. So, but I am quite invested in the current line of conversation, so I want to keep it going. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, because I'm just thinking about, like, I remember when my cousin Samantha first came home with her boyfriend. This was her first major boyfriend that she had in a really long time. And the fact that he was a black man really offended a lot of my family. And it wasn't the fact that he was black, because it's not that they necessarily had a problem with black people. It was just that they felt really awkward having only one black guy in the, like, family get-togethers and stuff like that. And that was one of those things that always stuck to me, because I was like, why? Like, why does that make you feel so uncomfortable? And I don't know, I guess that's just what I'm thinking of, where it's just like, do you have to put a caveat on that statement of, like, as long as it doesn't infringe on somebody else? Do you also have to put, like, a double negative clause on it? Where if you're infringing on me, but by me infringing on you, you would be infringing on me, means that it's okay. Like, you know, demanding that Leonard call you by your real name as opposed to your dead name. I don't know.
I feel like you're going through a lot more logical hoops than there are here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Well, because I'm thinking about it in the sense of, like, I firmly believe that there is always some sort of, like, logical statement that you can make about these things that largely comes from being a programmer. But it's like, if I ever meet somebody who utterly refuses to use somebody's, like, real name, like when Gwen from the school changed her name, there was a lot of people at the school that refused to call her by her new name, I guess. But I don't know. There's just like a thing where it's just like I really want to, and I could definitely tell that I'm rambling here, but I'm just thinking about it now, where it's just like I really want there to be a rule where it's just like if this condition is met, it is totally reasonable and you should not be bothered by being asked to do this thing, I guess.
I mean, okay, freedom of speech prevails in that you can call
Freedom
anyone
of speech
anything
is
you want.
fucked up. It gives
You
too
can-
much
Yeah.
leeway.
You can call anything you want, but like it's just like an asshole thing to do if you're calling someone their dead name.
especially if they I guess that's what it really comes down to, right? Is just whether or not you're being an asshole. Because especially if they illustrate the fact that A, that's not what you're supposed to call them anymore, and B, it bothers them. If you continue to do it, you're obviously just being an asshole. But then again, what can you really do against that person other than just ostracize them? Right?
Stop interacting with them.
But this is the thing that I'm talking about, where that's the reason why you get cliques of people that are just fetid piles of shit, because they constantly get ostracized by people. And I'm not saying that you should include them, because they're obviously pieces of shit, but this is how you get, you know, red hats and stuff like this, because you just shove them into a corner of society until eventually they explode like an appendix.
I mean, theoretically, the idea is that you should educate them, tolerate them, and help them along their way. But also, that burden shouldn't be upon someone to make someone else better. Is the thing, right? So, like, yeah, this would be ideal, but also, that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to go about my
Whoa.
life and try to make sure that
Whoa.
people respect me.
Yes, Lawrence?
Sorry, you saved Princess Peach right in the middle of Adrian's monologue, so couldn't help but make a noise there.
Well, this is
Princess Peach is at the top of Lawrence's top 10 hottest Mario characters.
hot.
Well, I mean,
not Pauline, not Rosalina, not
Number
Daisy.
one, we've had a
Top
desert
10 is a lot of
princess, a
numbers.
space princess. We've had a dynamite city girl, but who could top all of them? That's right. It's the number one,
Who's a desert princess?
Princess Daisy.
She's from a desert?
Yeah, she's from Sarhasa Land, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Really?
She was in the first Wario game, where Wario's an antagonist, I believe.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then originally she was brown skinned, and then Nintendo made her not brown. Yeah.
Ah, Japan.
Japan.
Okay, there's a mechanic to this boss fight, and I don't remember what it is.
Sure you'll figure it out.
Fuck.
You fool.
Okay. I'm getting to it. Wait. Oh, that's the mechanic. I get it. Red, green, red. Feel free to keep talking, by the way.
Sorry, I was just like thinking about the mechanics of this boss fight.
And I was trying to remember. I was trying to find images of Brown Daisy because they're very old.
I'm curious about Brown Daisy.
I guess
I am
Brown,
curious about Brown Daisy.
Not like that. Not.
No, I know what you mean, but it's just a funny statement, dude.
I guess Brown is an overstatement.
She was just tan.
She was a little bit tan, but she was the princess of a desert kingdom. So I guess that's why I assumed that.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh yeah,
old versus
she was a little
new Daisy.
darker.
She was a little bit darker.
And then
made
they
white.
made her less terrifying to Japanese audiences.
They removed the eye in the back of her head.
Right, yes, I saw that stuff about wait, what's happening? Wait. What's going on? Guys?
Hello? Are you okay?
No, I'm good, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening in this boss fight.
Oh,
Oh. Anyways,
Oh my god.
but yeah, she was the princess of Sarasa Land.
Sriracha Land?
Sarasa Land.
Sriracha.
Oh my god, there's so much to pay attention to in this boss fight.
I don't know
Oh.
if Zach's gonna be able to keep up with the conversation with
That's
it
why I
going
want you two to talk. do your civic duty and help. No, don't
Man,
stop talking.
You can't put me on the spot like this, Zach. I don't perform well. Period.
Oh,
Man, you're
God.
confident. Oh,
Like,
okay,
I
let me,
know,
like-
I know I'm starting to get like a little hysterical because I'm starting to smell like chlorine.
Oh, wait, how does that work?
I have no idea. It's just something that happens on occasion. When I you remember
mask.
my natural mask is chlorine. You remember Chameleon?
Yes,
The Mortal Kombat character?
wonderful game.
Wonderful game. Delightful game.
Wait,
Fuck.
are you
The
talking
game
about
of
the Mortal
lying.
Kombat character?
No, there was a game that they liked playing for a little bit. Oh my god, fuck. I was hoping to get more damage in. It was like a hidden role game, but it was very poorly designed.
Yeah.
It was very poorly designed in the sense that the people who had all the information, or the person. Oh my god, it's so hard to focus.
I could try
Explain it,
explaining
please.
Basically, everyone
Gonna
but
die.
one person has information over a subject that end up you don't know who that one person is that doesn't know the information, but that doesn't know the source.
And that's how
the-
how you're supposed
the
to like
chameleon.
figure out. Yeah, that's supposed to be how like you figure out who's the chameleon and who's not. But the game does not have any fucking mechanics install or in station for if the chameleon goes first. Like, cause it's random chance, and so if the chameleon goes first, it's like, oh, go fuck yourself. Miles Edgeworth, that's very funny.
I disagree. I believe the mechanics. Well, it's not really a game mechanic. It's just your ability to lie your ass off,
No, you're.
which
I
people have
cannot-
successfully done.
I cannot disagree more. Just because it's like I know other people have successfully done it, but it's just like logically, when you go first, you have nothing to go on. Period. You have like the list of possible things in front of you, and sure you can make up a bullshit lie about that, but then it becomes so easy to tell that they're lying.
Sometimes not.
Lawrence.
I mean, Zach is very good at unintentionally selling lies.
That is kind of true. Well, because but anyway, to wrap the conversation around, that was the thing where I learned that like when I'm having a panic attack, I smell chlorine, because like, you know, Lawrence was there. Lawrence can attest to this. That was like the most severe like vocal panic attack I've had like ever, and yeah. Oh shit! I fucked that last one. There we go. That was just a good. Fuck.
It was interesting because like you were having this panic attack, and we didn't know if you were taking it seriously. Like we didn't know if you were actually having a panic attack.
Or if I
started
was just
screaming.
making it up.
Right? Because it's not a secret that you like to add some dramatic flair. when
A little
we're
bit of
having some
panache,
moments.
you mean?
So when you just start screaming out of nowhere, it was like, is he
I
actually freaking out?
definitely started freaking out, like to the point where, like after the 5th time or whatever in a row that I drew the chameleon roll, I just was like, I'm done, and I just had to like lie down in my bed. Was that
Yeah.
before or after I started dating Malia? I don't remember.
That's
Because that was definitely her game.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there for that specific one, but I remember her saying she wanted to play Chameleon.
Yes, because that was
That's a
funny.
fun game.
Haha. My boyfriend had a panic attack. Let's go play that game that gave him a panic attack again. Loved it.
Ouch.
It was a great joke.
Yeah, I never played Chameleon, but I just usually don't like hidden role games in general. So.
Hidden role games can be pretty good. Like, I think Secret Hitler's pretty good. Needless to say,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
so
One
fun.
Night Ultimate Werewolf is pretty good.
I
When I
don't
know
like
Ultimate
most
Wolf
hidden
is
role
also good.
games.
Wait, no! Pow and Stash are tied! What do I give the bonus to?
Stash, of
Cares.
course.
You are correct. You are a true Mario fan. We'll probably go for about another half an hour maybe, and then we'll end. I was hoping for another like really good like closing off point, like last night. Ugh,
That's true. How are you supposed to top off Bowser
fucking
Tiger
well,
fight,
because
though?
there's another Mega Bowser fight coming up, but I think that's in like an hour.
What a shame.
Oh, I gotta take my shower after this too.
Last time I had a panic attack, I fled school and then had to have a panic attack all the way home taking public transit,
Oh
which is
god.
very uncomfortable and awkward.
shit.
Well, say that's not great.
So I had an extended panic attack about an hour and a half while I was doing public transit at like 8 p.m.
That sounds stressful and terrifying.
Hey Lawrence, have you ever had a panic attack?
Uh, I don't think so.
Okay.
This loser
and-
doesn't even have anxiety that cripples him.
I'm about to say. So actually, Adrian, I do want to ask you, maybe this is like a little personal, probably not, but like, what did you, while you're having a panic attack, like, what are you thinking about? Like, what's the thing that makes you panic?
A lot of my insecurity about my fate, my ability to function as a human being,
About your fate?
my fate,
Oh, fate.
like how I'm gonna end up in life,
Yeah.
as far as like my ability to affect anything, my ability to do things and function as a human being, my ability to survive in this capitalistic hellscape that we live in,
I know, delightful, isn't it?
stuff like that.
I just-
My,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, cause you know, the oh, he's zapping my butt.
You're so long.
Long Bowser.
No, he is long Bowser. But yeah, the reason I ask is because I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking about like when I had that panic attack at that game of Chameleon. I remember that the reason why I started having a panic attack, and then why it like eventually like mounted into me literally having to like leave the situation, was because like I had the reoccurring thought over and over of like there's literally nothing I can do here. Like there is no solution in my mind. Like there was no correct path forward on what I should do. And so, like, that just kind of led me to start panicking. And I think that's the reason why I also have, like, the fear of death and stuff like that. Because literally, there's no answer to that, and that's why I have panic attacks about it. To be Lawrence, somebody who has no concerns, apparently. That's a joke, Lawrence.
I was gonna say I do have concerns, but well, you guys.
What I do
kinda
with it like
take
an
the cake.
adult.
I'm adjusted.
I'm well adjusted. I had loving parents.
Oh,
Anyway, look at this fucking neurotypical loser here. with health
Neurotypical.
issues. That's term.
No, I know.
That's just
I've heard it. I heard it before.
I did feel bad though, cause like you two were talking about your moments during having a panic attack with all fates and stuff, and like Fat Bowser here is getting
Just getting his butt
getting
zapped.
Getting his
It's
ass
like,
blasted on screen.
By the way,
Don't
Lawrence, since I
laugh,
know that
don't
you've
laugh.
never like really seen this game, welcome to the Dark Star, the
Dark Star?
the weird semi crossover with Kirby.
huh?
I don't
Really?
know if Adrian remembers this at all, but when this game came out, there was like one or two interviews where people were like, yeah, or like the Alpha Dream people were like, yeah, this Dark Star, because in Kirby there's like this like ever-present darkness that always manifests as some sort of villain, and it's supposed to be like this like ancient primordial evil, yada yada blah blah blah. They were like, yeah, this Dark Star comes from the Kirby dimension, which is why it's so weird and so powerful. And I'm like, dude,
The only thing I'm thinking about now is like the final boss fight of this game and how awesome it is.
it's so good.
I will say that the Bowser part of it is more fun than the Mario and Luigi part of it to me.
You mean when it splats all over the ground?
No, just how the final boss is split into a Bowser fight and a Mario
Yeah.
and Luigi fight.
No, I know, and then the Mario Luigi part is where it splats all over. I don't know. I kind of like that because well, I mean, I obviously don't want to spoil it because obviously we'll be getting there eventually. But like, I don't know. I think it's pretty fun.
I just think that the enemy Bowser face is so cool and iconic, and I love it.
It's really fucking cool. I will give you
It's
that.
super cool. Anyways.
I don't know. There's just something about the villain, like, just succumbing to the evil so much that they just turn into, like, a primordial monster that I really like, which is why I like the Mario and Luigi phase.
I guess.
It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same reason why I like the true final boss for Super Paper Mario. I don't know if you remember the true final boss for that.
Was it different from the final boss? Was it like, are you talking like a secret boss?
Well, not really secret. I think you have to fight her. It's the clown.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
I like that one. I like it when the villain goes like fuck it and just like fully succumbs to their evil.
Man, but like, why'd they have to do it to that character during that fight?
Yeah.
Like, why them?
Wait, you talking about Super Paper Mario?
Yeah. I'm being nondescript.
No, I know, but like I need you to be a slight bit more descript.
I wanted to play as that character during that battle.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Like,
Are you trying not to spoil this game or Paper Mario?
Well,
Super Paper Mario.
we might be playing Super Paper Mario one day. Who knows?
yeah, when we're 95, we're like, oh, stream. We play
He's 95 and like, oh, Adrian, do you?
Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Adrian brings up some other internet bullshit from the early 2000s, despite
Yeah,
the fact
it's
that
like-
despite it's 2094.
Adrian, did you see the new Mike and Melissa episode?
Episode 2.
Well, finally, we were waiting 70 years for this.
And then Zach's like, what the fuck are you guys talking
What the fuck is Mike and Melissa?
And the fucking
This
kids
Photoshop that
who
someone did of
watch it,
Germa.
like, yeah.
No.
I don't know if you guys know who Germa
Oh,
is.
hey guys, we're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be streaming Spore Hero Arena. That's funny.
I have not gone through my entire Steam list yet.
The Steam list is ever growing. That's the problem.
Exactly. I'm sorry, we're cutting Adrian off.
Heavy.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that or
Midbus,
anything.
help!
Oh, you weren't.
And then Midbus just leaves. Midbus, come!
Oh.
So yeah, by the way, that was apparently this was Fawful's whole plan from the get-go. Like that's yeah, this is one of the things I really like about Fawful as like an enemy design because he always has a plan A. Like plan A was Midbus to beat Bowser, but even if he loses, he had this fucking cockamamie scheme of getting Bowser so fat that he gets stuck in the floor. Just so that either way, Fawful has the ability to like suck Princess Peach out of Bowser. So he can get access to the Dark Star, and I'm like, dude.
Oh
mean-
no, now you gotta run all that fat out.
It's Bobby.
But I mean, like,
Wait. Let me screen cap this and send it to Bobby.
I'm just curious, like,
I feel like it's closer to me though than Bobby because I do
Yeah,
more
no,
cardio.
but I like making Bobby think that he's fat.
was Fawful that popular in Japan that they had to bring him back? Because he was in both the games before this in the series.
Really?
He was in the first Mario and Luigi game, yeah.
Well, I
And
knew
in
he
the-
was in the first Mario and Luigi game. I knew that he was like the right-hand man of the main villain or whatever.
He shows up as the final boss in the in part
Hey
of
Lawrence,
time.
do me a favor.
Yes.
Take this image and send it to send it to
That's
Bobby.
But like, here's
Should
the
I
thing,
caption
right?
it?
No.
If I remember correctly, he's either the final boss or a secret boss in part of his time. But in the first game, he's like the main boss's henchman.
Yeah, and then he comes back. That's
But
cool.
why? Was he that popular?
Yeah,
I guess he must have been.
he must have been, yeah. Dude, look, I'm on fire. What room is this? What does this thing say?
I like how Bowser's just casually immune to fire.
Well, yeah. Bowser's real tough.
He literally has a mechanic in Smash Bros. Called Tough Guy.
Is that true?
Yeah, it negates very, very minor knockback.
Oh, that's cool.
So he has a very, very tiny amount of
Oh.
he has a tiny amount of power armor active at all times.
This might actually be a really good place to more or less end off the stream. Like after I save here.
Have you been collecting the block puppies?
You mean the block kittens?
Sorry, kittens. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten them for every area yet. Or for every area so far, but needless to say, that very last part of the game allows you to to just chill out, you know?
I was
You know what? Let's hang out with some Edgewide podcast. How's that sound?
I misremembered them as puppies because the big one is a puppy.
Yeah, Brogy. He's a doggy.
Yeah.
There we go. Just some Edgewide podcast.
Oh, I wanted to ask this. Do you guys watch a lot of animal videos? Because I find myself watching a lot of animal videos on YouTube, like some fucking 40-year-old.
What
You're
do you
talking about, like,
define as
National
animal
Geographic?
video? Yeah.
Or
Like domestic pets.
Well, what's the video?
A lot of them. I've been watching a variety.
No, I know,
of
but
pet
what is the
videos.
video? Is it literally just a video of animals being cute, or is it people
Yeah.
doing stuff with their animals?
No, they're just being cute.
yeah, you know what? It's the internet. You're always gonna find your way there.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, to answer the question, I don't personally watch that kind of stuff. I did for a bit back when I initially fell in love with skunks.
He really is Mike.
No, I am not. That's very funny. Nah, but dude, I don't know. Growing up in Lowell, we had I think I told this story before, but
This
like
guy named Mike, and we were best friends.
Shut the fuck up. We had skunks in the area because my neighbor kept trying to bring stray cats into the area because they had a mice problem. But we were closer to the forest than we were to the city, so the skunks came instead of the cats. And or at least at the time we were closer to the forest before they, chopped it down. But over the course of one summer, I want to say my dad trapped over 50 skunks and then released them into a forest that was nearby his work that was like really far away comparatively. I just realized, is this like a Monty Mole? You see the thing next to Bowser?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just a rock, and then I just noticed it had a face on it.
Anyways, so Zach was putting on his blue helmet with the yellow stripe. And the
Shut the
fox ears.
fuck up.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Actually, considering his fascination with skunks, are those supposed to be? No, they're not skunk ears. Because they're are they skunk ears? Are they just brown skunk ears?
I think they're just supposed to be like cat ears. Skunks don't really have ears like that. They usually hold their ears back.
I mean, his ears are identical to Melissa's ears.
Well, I mean, that being said, he's not the best artist.
Exactly, right? So they could be skunk ears.
They could be
True.
skunk ears. That is a terrifying truth.
All of
Hey,
Mike
Lawrence,
and Melissa
real
is
quick.
terrifying truth.
Because I forgot to ask Saba earlier. Do we have a fucking discussion due tomorrow?
We have two, if I remember correctly.
Oh, fuck, we do?
Yeah.
Did you do them?
No, they're pretty easy discussions though. If I'm remembering it correctly.
Okay.
Revolver Ocelot when he gets his hand on Big Boss's cock.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not clicking
one of
on
them-
this.
One of them is reading your paper out loud to look for any errors or holes.
So long, though.
Yeah. And the second one is the question of if it's possible to overuse the thesaurus.
Oh, absolutely. I am walking proof of that.
Yes, indeed. The
What
secondary
the
question
fuck,
for
Lawrence?
that is, will spell check catch all of your errors?
No, of course it won't.
So, there's your answers.
Okay.
Now we just gotta put it into the discussion.
Oh, excuse me.
That being said, knowing me, I will put in Wednesday nights, a few hours before we gotta turn it in.
How about to say I'll do it. I'll do that tomorrow. I think before my daily walk.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I really enjoy streaming. I'm having a much better time streaming fucking totally legitimate copies of DS games than I have with a lot of the other games that we've been playing recently. Because like I like Monster Prom and stuff like this, but I don't know. There's just like nostalgia, and then this game is just good.
Were you
It
gonna
is
say that
interesting that you're streaming Monday and Tuesday, despite supposedly streaming only
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You're right.
I don't know. It's just because I had nothing to do.
after your after
Sorry.
your daily constitutional, Zach?
What?
Your daily constitutional.
What about it?
I was asking if you're doing that thing in relation to that, because I learned that's a word for walk.
Wait, really? That's cool. I guess I do have a daily constitutional then, assuming that that's true and Adrian's not just trying to trick me into saying something stupid.
No, that's a word for daily. Specifically, it's a walk taken for one's health.
Oh, I do that then. Okay.
It's the second definition of noun, constitutional.
Okay. I don't know. Unless there's something else that someone wants to talk about, I think we could probably call it here, right?
Yeah.
That was... How long was this stream? This stream was 2.5 hours. Half the length of yesterday's stream. That's fine.
And twice the length of the brony autopsy I watched this morning.
All right, we're done. Goodbye, everybody. Good night, stream.
Goodbye. Good night.